I've done it too late. I've pressed it. I can't do anything.
Let's go.
Hello. So sorry, Brandon. Once I press the live the second time, I can't do anything. I did it, Nicole.
He did. He was pressing buttons.
I was breathing. I was taking it in. I was also panicking, but we're all good.
different music.
Those of you who don't know out there, I like to invite people. Nicole actually took the lead on this one. So usually whenever I meet with a guest or just anybody, honestly, in any normal meeting, whatever, it usually gives the opportunity to take a deep breath together, to remove anything that's not needed in the conversation, any sort of ego, any sort of need to be right or whatever. And you just take a deep breath and we cleanse that away and we lock it in. As I say, all of us here, we know that our four powers combine to make a fifth Captain Planet motherfucker that is this conversation. And that breath gives us the opportunity to do it. But Andy said, get fucked, mate, and hit the button and we were able to do it. So let's all do it together now. You ready? Everybody, chest, let's
come on.
Shoulders back. Take a deep breath together. Feel free as well, guys. Share this, any content creation you do with other folks, any meetings you have, whatever. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. Oh. Feel free to like make some noise with it too, because you're like removing things that no longer need, right? Do one more?
Yeah.
Last one, we do them in threes. And there she is. Now we're ready. We're locked and loaded. We're ready to go. It always makes the biggest difference. It makes the biggest difference.
Yeah.
We all feel like,
there we go.
What do you guys want to talk about? It's good to see you.
Well, can I talk? Here's you. It's been too long, and this is why we was late, because we was having our own little conversation. But we've all been very proactive. See, down there for dancing. We've all been very proactive. Proactive, productive.
That'll work. Yeah, proactive.
Got loads going on. But I would like to share something, if that's okay. We was just talking about it, and there's only a handful of people that actually know this. So, I have been doing weight loss since February. Yes, I have cheated, and I have been doing the injections. I started on a Zempic. It got a little bit, and then I hit a plateau, and I wasn't getting anywhere. But I wasn't gaining weight, but I wasn't losing weight. Then I looked into the Mounjaro. I know a few people that have been taking it. And then, so I started on the Mounjaro, and I started at the bottom, 2.5. And now I'm on the 10.0. And since about the middle to the end of February, I have lost a total of 6.5 stone. People say well done, but I kind of feel like I'm cheating because it's not well done. I'm paying for the injections each week. So you buy the injection, you inject, and it doesn't just suppress your appetite. It makes you feel fuller for longer, so you're just not hungry. But because I'm not stupid in the head, no. So because I'm not stupid in the head, I know I need to eat. So even though I'm not hungry, I still eat. But I've changed my diet, completely changed my diet. I can count on both hands, I know it sounds a lot, on how many bars of chocolate I've had since February, and it's less than 10. I've had 6 pieces of bread with margarine on, just easy food, since February. I don't eat bread unless it's the base of a pizza. That is allowed. Or garlic bread or Italian style food. But sweets now and again, because I've still got that sweet tooth. But it is, if I have a bag of sweets, that's a meal. I don't then go and have a big meal. My diet now consists of a yogurt pouch first thing in the morning. That's breakfast. So I make sure I'm doing the protein, because you lose fat and muscle through the injections. This is what I mean. So I've done all the research into it. So I'm having protein. I'm having high protein chicken. Also having a lot of vegan chicken. So chicken, not chicken. High protein eggs, if it is such a thing, but apparently they are. I snack on tomatoes, the little vine tomatoes that are full of flavour, rather than opening a bag of crisps or a bar of chocolate or a bag of candy, a Haribo or anything like that. Still, I can't drink alcohol like I would like to sometimes. Your body kind of hits a thing where you physically and mentally cannot drink any more alcohol. You just hit a wall with it, and it's like, oh, okay, that's me not getting drunk anymore. So
is why you
does that. So I have tomatoes, I eat cheese, high protein chicken, eggs. If it's a snack, it's a little bits of like chicken, like the flavoured chicken and what have you. Now and again, I'll have like gammon and chips or gammon and mash or sausage and mash. But I try and keep on a high fatty meat and high protein diet. Literally cut out bread. I still have carbonated drinks because I need to have some sort of vice to go to. And if you can't drink alcohol, then it's just lemonade. Sounds amazing, doesn't it?
So
but
I got one for you.
But
in the chat, Sammy, she read just eat real food, drink real water, and move your body daily. Intermittent fast, prioritize sleep, go outside. You just need an injection.
Well, I'm outside all day,
buddy.
Yeah. So what I'm going to start doing now, once I want to lose another stone, once I've done that, then I'm going to wean myself off it. I'm not just going to stop, but I needed to mentally and physically change my eating habits. I wasn't, because I know loads of people that have just stopped and they've gone back to eating shit 24/7. I don't want to do that. I don't want. I like McDonald's, I like KFC, but I don't want to do that. I just want to have that now and again, like once every 3 months, if that. So that's, you've got to get that mental, what's the word? Mind over matter with the food.
Mindset.
Yeah, you got to get that mindset of not going back to eating the rubbish that I was eating before. I'd have 2 Mars Duos and 2 bags of crisps as a snack for breakfast, then have breakfast, then have all the food that I took to work with me, come back and have something to eat, then I'd have my main dinner, tea, and then I'd have something after that before I go to bed. And it was like, I checked my weight. I don't mind sharing this now, but at the time I was disgusted with myself. I was 4 pounds short of 22 stone.
And just if your unit of measurement is bald eagles and cheeseburgers, a stone is 14 pounds. So when this dude said he lost 6 stone, that's 84 pounds, crew. Every stone this dude's chucking on this conversation, that's 14 lbs's. Just throwing that out there. Yes, I looked it up.
The mass of a bald eagle is 6.6 to 14 pounds. So a stone is about a bald eagle.
See? Son of a bitch.
A large bald eagle, so yes.
Yeah. A large pizza eating, Big Mac snacking bald eagle.
Yeah.
You have lost several bald eagles.
Several bald eagles. You've lost at least two performing folk singers for sure. Like if you stack them together, you've lost one weight of that.
Yeah. But I tell you what I do get, I'll get a craving for like a bag of English chips, not packet of chips. I'll get a craving for chips. I'll get a craving for a bar of chocolate. I'll get a craving for a specific type of food. But once you have like a handful or a bite into it and you get that taste, that's it. I don't need anything more. Just that one first bite. And it's like, and then
You know-
that's it. I won't touch it then for
So
a few
just
months.
you can do one chip then.
Chip.
No, one handful. It's got to be one handful.
Here we go.
Okay.
See, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
basket, by the way. What you held up there is like a serving of fries. Some places that
I've got little child hands, so it's not a lot. No,
Andy, do you like pickles and spicy food?
I did. Now I do not really. I like bland food. I like boring food.
Well, spices are great because capsaicin, like
Yeah.
and for instance, that'll go through and just
Yeah.
clean out arteries and all.
That's one of the best peppers to have.
Yeah,
They're the best
And
peppers to have, I should say.
it's got no real heat to it.
I've
Put
had.
those shots.
I used to have a curry at least one a fortnight, at least. I've had 3 since February, and one of them I made myself. One was at the conference last week, and the other one was sometime around Easter, and that is all I can remember. I've had
I'm going to bring up
McDonald's.
the English pub again, or the Irish pub, but the curry from the Irish pub was really good.
I didn't eat that. I had fish and chips. No peas, because they don't do peas in America. But anyway, that's another story.
We have these. We just don't think that they belong.
I've had
everywhere.
I've had black pudding twice. That's what I mean. I've cut down on everything, and I mean everything. I'm still drinking a lot of fluids. Still having
And
fluids,
It's motivated
but
you.
I'm having like,
Right.
yeah. So I'm having high protein. I was wearing double, triple XL clothes. They've gone. My wardrobe. So that behind me there, that is actually my wardrobe. So what I've done, I've got a window blind, fitted it to the top, and it rolls down, so you can't see it. Genius. It works.
I mean,
So that's why-
it does show.
Well, good job, Andy.
It does show.
Yeah. Brandon's gone.
This
He's
is
gone.
It's good to see you
So,
guys.
so I bought I bought some clothes. I will get off this in a minute, but I thought if I'm going to put it out, then I'm going to put everything out.
Mhm.
And I bought a couple of t-shirts XL, and I bought some clothes that I want. My goal was to be able to fit into them. They are now a little bit too big. The baggy, but it's the nice baggy. This top, I'll stand up and show you. I'll just have to take my headphones off.
Stand up, turn around, do
So
the
this
twirl.
is a medium.
Yeah, I was just going to say do the twirl, yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Right.
Oh, yep. Get rid of
Yeah,
that.
it's still got a little bit, but
That's some fuel tank for the sex
that
machine.
was like
That's all.
there. And I've had pizza for dinner. No, that most of that is just
Bread
pizza.
you have, so it's all the pizza you can eat. That's great.
And
Well,
Friday's
he's
my cheat day. Yeah, Friday's my cheat day.
That's
because
why
of
we
the
do the
injection on
paranormal
the
pizza
Saturday
on
morning.
Fridays.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. Looking good,
Well,
Andy.
no.
From Shelley.
well, it's took a while. I've stopped weighing myself because I've got the I call them full spectrum scales. So it measures your BMI, your body, your skeletal muscle, and all that. There's still a couple of things that are in the red, but I'd say out of the 20 different readings, there's only 3 things that are in the red. My BMI has gone down from 44, down to 31, 32.
Nice.
So
Very good.
that's the sort of thing that I'm looking at. So it's not hard work as such because you're not feeling that hunger. You're not going through that pain of I need food. You get the odd day where you do, but it's also you kind of miss the food that you enjoyed. But then you get to another point where you don't miss that food because you're realizing that healthy foods actually taste really nice and you know they're working for you. So you kind of like, yeah, this is good. I can do this.
Very
So
good.
Dawn, do you say skeletal or skeletal?
What?
Skeletal.
Okay. I like
What do you say?
Skeletal.
I don't know. I'm going to say skeletal now. I was just asking. Andy just rolled over skeletal, and I thought you guys like aluminium. You had skeletal going.
Aluminium.
Oh no, I can't say that. I have to say aluminum.
Well, it's because it's skeleton, so skeletal. I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yes.
skeletal.
but I mean,
Aluminium.
yeah. There's no logic when you
I've
start
heard other
looking
people
English.
that have sounds that come out of their face like yours that say skeletal. Skeletal.
Yeah,
I
and
was just
I'm not, it's yeah. I'm finding that I don't necessarily say things in the kind of the right way, whatever. I don't know, and I even found that I mean I've even been finding that I mean America is probably the kind of original place, and so you haven't borrowed from us. We've
Oh
borrowed.
shit, Don, flipping the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I back.
because I had somebody. There's a friend of mine, the one I'm going to visit. So excuse me, in Germany, and her English is very good, but she spent a while in America. So she was saying, and she dove into something, and I said, "Oh, there's an American English thing, because we say dived, not dove. You Americans say dove." And she said, "Well, actually, dove is because her thing is language. So it's like I got a whole lesson on how." Oh, okay. So
Yes.
We're gonna get into it. Yeah,
I read it a few years ago. So yeah, I read it a few years ago.
we will talk.
And then I just okay. So anyway,
Couple
I
chats.
like how Andy says yogurt.
You'll get
No, I try not to. There are a lot of things that I do say with an American
It's
twang
yogurt.
because I probably speak to more Americans than I do people from the UK. So, because obviously speak to Nicole a lot, so we're always taking the mickey out of each other's accent. And I promise I'm never doing a Texan accent from the moment I realised Brandon is actually from Texas.
yeah, I don't have unless
You
you
don't.
No, that's what I mean. That's why
there's a few.
I just thought you lived in Texas, but I couldn't pick a Texas accent up from you. So I just thought you was born somewhere else, but that's where you live now.
No, born and raised, baby. I've got non-regional diction except for the words full, bull, oil, and soul. And like when you say the word oil to me, my wife described it great as saying that you have springs in your mouth. It's oil. That's weird. So we say oil. Like
Oil.
It's like, hey, pass me that oil. I know exactly.
Like y'all.
The dirt on the ground is soul, not soil. Anyway, yeah, so that's where you'll catch me is on those particular ones. And I'm just going to shout out a couple of friends in the chat here. We actually just had an hour meeting earlier. These are my trusty besties. Level Plane Poem, that's Tam.
Good.
Hi, Tam.
And Sammy's
Hi, Tam. Hi,
recipe.
Sammy.
Hi.
Well, so they're my trusty besties. We're doing some really cool stuff with the trust community. They both have this book and love it and understand why I say understand and the power of words and what they really mean. And that's a big part of all the stuff that we are doing in the sovereignty group, the freedom thing that we've got going on, which is fascinating. It's all language, guys. It's sentences are your prison sentence. You keep yourself small by your speaking. And once you realize that and understand that and start speaking differently, you grow, you get huge, it's incredible. So words keep you small or large. Word is your wand is one of the best ways I've heard it put. And this is why in Harry Potter, that chick goes off, Hermione goes off on Homeboy about, no, it's Leviosa, right? It's this pronunciation. It's the way that you deliver. It's all kinds of stuff, but it's definitely language. And back to the Bible, the word is the first thing that created all that.
Yeah, totally. Language, absolutely. I mean, that's something I'm into as well. And the way we talk to others and also talk to ourselves about ourselves, the kind of things that we say, just we fall into all sorts of habits. I mean, not even in the way you're talking about, Brandon, just the ordinary habits, when you do something silly, oh, I'm just so stupid. You're putting that spell on yourself. So again, it's being aware and shifting that, and especially when you're saying things about I am and putting that label on yourself. And again, I'm really big on the labels on like health and everything else particularly. So yeah, it's a whole new way of looking without being like really nerdy about it. I mean, you can get nerdy about it, but
let's get nerdy about it. I'm going to get nerdy about it. Nicole, you said it earlier. What is the thing that you said about Andy? Go ahead, Andy.
Can I just say quickly before Nicole answers that? I just want to say thank you to your trusted crew for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really do appreciate it. And we are one subscriber short of 1,800. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Somebody else watching that doesn't subscribe.
Somebody will start a fake email and sign up real quick. But yes, no, these two.
I can't do anymore.
These two folks right here, they are huge. Dawn's joined us for a meeting, and Dawn, they both said they said hi to you in the chat.
Yes, I saw that. Yes, hi.
And, so yeah, Dawn has sat in on a meeting with us, and she's seen what we do, and just a brief little taste of it. And Dawn, what'd you think of that? What do you think of these ladies?
Oh, they're amazing. So there's so much stuff, and to be prepared to go through everything you need to go through, and really be determined to understand it. That's impressive, very impressive. Yeah,
and you need a group like this, because we're like, I picture us as the Wizard of Oz. We're holding each other side by side, like arm in arm, walking together in this process down the yellow brick road. It's not like she fell and it's like, fucking leave her, oh well, we'll come back for it, none of that. It's okay, where are we each at? And we're all getting so much stronger and better at this, because even just to re-explain something to one of us that doesn't know, or one of us is familiar with, it helps the other learn more about it. So one of the best ways to learn something is to teach it. And so we're teaching each other constantly. And it's just a really cool group. So thank you, ladies, for showing up. We just spent a couple hours, like I said, working on these processes. Again, we've got another meeting Monday. We meet multiple times, sometimes a week, and hammer this out. And it's incredible what we're doing for us foundationally, but how we all are excited about this scaling up to our families and then to the rest of this place. Because you got to work.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it's
love your face.
It's hard. It's hard to do it on your own. So having a group where you're supporting each other and helping each other and sort of explain it, and as you say, teaching it helps what that you do understand. That's one of where you can explain it, you understand it. So yeah, absolutely. So it's just because doing this stuff on your own is just daunting.
I wouldn't be as confident, and this is all about the vibe. This has fuck all to do with the paperwork. The paperwork helps you with your confidence, and your confidence allows you to sharpen your word, and your word allows you to create a better life for yourself. And this is all cyclical. It builds on that. Because I'll ask you right now, Nicole, what do you think about the IRS? If I say IRS to you, what's the first immediate feeling that you get, thought you get? What do you get?
Taxes, and nobody likes taxes.
Okay, well, just like you're feeling, like if you get a letter from the IRS, or you get a piece of mail in your post office with the IRS there, what do you feel immediately?
Oh yeah, it's like, oh shit, like panic, like, well, did I not pay my taxes? Like, what is going on? Like, do they want money?
Check this out. Sammy and Tam, if you don't mind, how do we feel when we get something from the IRS in the mail, in the chat there? It's a different relationship. Now, I will say while they're typing this that nothing changed about the IRS. The only thing that changed was the way that we understood it, the way that we looked at it, the way that we saw it function, we saw its role, and our ability to interact with it in a way that was empowering rather than just and throw checks on a box and run away from it and be scared of this thing. It's not like that anymore. On my birthday a week ago, my birth anniversary, I sat down at 5 a.m. and called the foreign department of the IRS and got my 98 EIN number, which is a foreign grantor trust number. I was very excited to get this. It's on my birthday. It was my birthday gift to myself. I sat there with somebody on the phone for 45 minutes on the IRS, happily, with a cup of coffee and a smile. And she was delightful. It changes your relationship to the realm. And one of the biggest things here to remember, gang, always, your biggest enemy is right here. It's between your fucking ears. There's nothing out there with M16s and fucking airplanes and nukes and shit. Nukes aren't real. Tam can tell you about that. She published an awesome book on that. It's all mind. And that's why the nukes work. There she is. That's why the nukes work. It's all mind.
Pause for just 1 second and just really, really quickly explain the whole sovereignty thing for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Sure. Yeah. It's honestly, guys, you're all sovereign. Okay. You're all born free. You all here. Everybody, remember the exercise we did at the very beginning of this where we all went, that is your God-given right. And that's what's called, there are natural rights and natural laws associated with that. Now, Our Constitution in the US doesn't grant you rights. It recognizes your God-given rights already. Here's where the flipping of the script goes, is where you're not dependent and relying on a system. You have been offering that system power in the past because you haven't known any different. What this is it's empowering. There you go, Sammy. Thank you. What this does is it empowers you to this statement right here. Sammy, I'll read it for the audio-only audience. The IRS is our friend. They are basically our secretary. Most of the agents are very helpful. We run the show. They don't. It's up to us. And that's very true. They are our intermediary between us and the trust and the treasury. There's a lot going on, guys. And it's fascinating when you flip this mental script, but it is a mental script first. You have unalienable rights among you now. Where it gets small is where you've decided that someone else can tell you that you should do anything that doesn't feel right or natural to you. Paying taxes is a good one. Nicole, do you know income taxes, where they go, why you do it, any of that? Or do you just check that box because your boss told you which one to check and then submit it and then move on?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because if you don't pay taxes, you're told that they're going to come after you.
And they're right to a certain extent. There is a game. There is a game being played. I love y'all. There's a game being played here. Okay. But you number one, need to know the rules of the game, and number two, know your role in it and how to play it. Okay. There's at least 3 United States going on right here, right now. And that has a lot to do with what's called jurisdiction. And whenever you tell somebody else that you are a part of their club, they expect you to follow the rules of that club. Not a lot of people know that they've been checking a box saying I'm a part of this club, let's say U.S. citizen, for instance, and didn't need to. Maybe you didn't know that there were other options. Maybe you read a ballot and saw that there were only a 2-party system. You didn't know that there was a whole other slew of options, or maybe by not voting at all, you call out their bullshit and defund the whole thing, which is something interesting. So one of the Americas that's here is called the Republic. We are not subject to the jurisdiction thereof. We have changed our status from this group of folks who belong to a federal corporation that they didn't know they belonged to. They've just been checking a box because their dad did it, their mom did it, their boss told them what to check. They didn't have a good role model, so that's just what they do, and it's okay. But people here, deep down, you feel it in your heart. You know that it's not right. You know that you should be more free. You know that it's bullshit. So let's talk about income tax real quick. Income tax. I just posted a video on this, a brief little thing about one of the IRS representatives talking about how if people just stop volunteering, it's going to be a problem because it defunds everything. You have to offer that to them as a gift. Income tax is considered a gift. You can look it up on IRS's website. It's considered a classification of a 5 in their system, which by that nomenclature means that you give it to them. You have to offer it to them willingly. Let's say, for instance, you made $20,000 last year, okay? And at that $20,000, the IRS says, okay, because you're playing our game, we're going to give you $5,000 of that back, okay? Now, that's awesome, and for some folks, that's a good tax return, okay? Now, you sit there and you say, oh, man, I got this $5,000 back. I'm fucking awesome. I got $5,000. You start doing the Wayne's World thing, fucking got $5,000. But what you fail to understand and recognize is that you gave them 20 grand that you didn't need to because you're playing a game you didn't know you were playing. When you know you're playing the game, you let them know, hey, I've been playing this game, didn't mean to, all good. I'm not going to do anything, but we're done here. And they go, yes, daddy. And their yes, daddy is you don't fucking say anything. They don't respond. They don't acknowledge. You can look these things up. And now you have a relationship to where you call them on your birth anniversary rather than go, I get letters all the time. I got a letter from the IRS the other day, which is my new CP575 for this trust that I just got. I'm excited about it. It's filed. I showed it to the ladies today on the thing. So it's a different relationship. Again, when you start to see this and how it's all woven together, if you are giving them $20,000, what you're saying is you can do better with that money than I can. And I'll be honest with you guys, that shit goes to probably the CFR. It's Council on Foreign Relations, which is a private entity that is a trust that can receive funds and do whatever it wants. I'd say a lot of the money laundering and the horrible fucking things that are done in the name of your country by your tax dollars, this is the fund that they pull that from because it's given to them. They are so swimming in money that's being given to them, they don't know what to do with it. So of course they're gonna fucking do some dumb shit, right? Think of rich, spoiled kids that have way too much money and nothing to fucking put it towards. That's what we're doing.
I'm not laughing at you. I heard it in the spoiled.
Yeah, spooled. Yeah, thank you. You speak Brandon, right? So that's it, guys. It's really look it up. Everything I say, and I'm not providing legal expertise. I'm not offering any kind of advice. We are talking this for entertainment purposes only. But what we have understood in my group, and we are part of a larger trust community as well. This group is a smaller version of that. That's very niche. We have specific things, and leaders in our community will always tell you to start where the pain is. So if you've got a car contract and you're like, why does this feel weird? Why is there arbitration here? Why did I sign over my power of attorney? Why is that legal? These are great questions. I mean, I would tug on that thread. If you're saying, oh man, yeah, I could do more with my tax money, and how do I do that? I mean, maybe you look into doing what's called a revocation of election. You then offer your employer a W-8-BEN rather than a W-4, a W-2, anything like that. And then what that does is that your employer doesn't pay taxes on you. You aren't paying into a system that's a gift and voluntary system anyway. And then you get to keep 100% of your money and do with it what you want. I think you can do better with your money than the government. I do. I trust you with your money more than I trust them with it. So if anything, do it for my belief in you, that you can do more with that money. Now, we do have a group. It's called breedivine.com. I can drop the chat in. I'll drop it in the private chat. You can decide if you want to share it, Andy. This is the website where you guys can go and learn more about this. But the larger part to this, if we're getting beyond the sovereignty thing, because a lot of the things that I've spoken of apply to living in the United States of America, the Republic. If you are not included in that, number one, America is still probably one of the freer places. If you guys want to move over here, you can totally do that. But number two, bigger part of this trust community for the chat that I just threw in there is trusts. And that's a big thing. That's an international thing. Everybody gets that recognized. That's banking. That's private banking. That is getting your name out of the game in interesting ways and actually using your ens legis, your fake name is what it's called. It's a legal fiction that's set up with you. Your name in all caps is what it is. It's not you. It's your name, but it's a business. That's an account, a social security account. You actually take that, you utilize it. So there's fascinating things. Guys, it's a deep rabbit hole, so it's really challenging just to kind of give you nugs here. And I know this was drinking from a fire hose, but what I will say is ask questions. If you've got questions about this and you're like, why is it so loud? And why are the politicians so annoying? And why do things just suck? And why are they so loud and attempt to get my attention and squeeze on me so much? It is so you don't figure out what I just talked about. That's what the bread and circus is for. But once you figure it out, you take control, speaking your words correctly, and you start disobliging reality, then there you go. You live a pretty fucking gnarly life. Gnarly.
Can we do a show where we only talk in book titles?
We can actually, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we could do it.
Yeah,
we could.
Yeah,
because we're all eternal.
I've got a few over there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one we just published, so I'm going to shout these out real quick. We just published these. We can talk about them if you want. We don't have to. I'm just getting them on camera. Boom!
Oh, Mr. Kinsella.
I know, and look who wrote the foreword.
Joshua Cutchin.
Yeah. He did Where the Footprints In, Ecology of Souls, all that good stuff. Chris John Mays does this.
Wow.
And then this is a memoir, Girls and the Demon Steal by Eric Hollerbach. He's a comedian out of Austin.
Nice.
Anyway, there you go. Books. So there's my rant on sovereignty. If you guys got questions about it, just if y'all are like, oh, this guy's fucking, he's a sovereign citizen, then you have heard misinformation, my friend. And I hope that you don't stop there. You're gonna be tested, dude, because that's just this, man. And I'm beyond like the give a shit about it. That's fine. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. I'm not here to. I don't think that my happiness depends on a percentage of this realm waking up, so then we can all fucking live in the fifth dimension. I'm done with that shit, dude. I've taken it into my own hands. That's what sovereignty is all about. That's what the Republic is all about. Is you have this idea of a democracy here, which even in principle, you're talking about 51% of the people telling 49% of the people what to do. Get fucked. You don't have to be in that. There's multiple of these systems going on. And you don't have to live in that one is what I'm telling you. You can come back to the Republic if you want. It's beautiful here. We don't use zip codes. Zip is a jurisdictional thing. Does anybody know what zip code stands for? Nicole, do you know what that is?
I do not.
Zone Improvement Project.
Zone something.
Zone Improvement.
So how do you get mail if you don't use zip codes?
You have two other addresses. You get a P.O. Box number 1 because you shouldn't have any mail going to your domicile because it's none of their fucking business, and you don't claim it as a residence because that's jurisdiction. Number 2, there is another address for you, and I can show everybody how to look this up right now on USPS if you live in the United States. There's what's called a rural route. You gonna do this, Nicole?
Yeah.
Go to usps.com. This takes 2.5 minutes. It'll take you longer to enter your address to get the information.
All right.
Okay.
Don, we need.
There's a bunch of boxes up top. Look up address by zip.
Yes,
Don, we need to find out. We need to find out the UK version of this and start doing our own research.
I love you too.
Look up a zip code.
Yeah, look up a zip
code.
Okay.
Ours is postcode.
Your address.
By address.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sammy's got it. This is what we're doing. Private mail, rural route, and PO boxes. That's it. So what I'm showing you here is how to find your rural route. There's something called a rural route, which goes to the PO, the post office,
I see it.
not the federal corporation, the USPS. Now, it's clever here, and what they've done is that they've settled all these similar terms with different punctuations and variations, and they've settled them over on top of each other. The state of Texas is not the same as the landmass of Texas. When you ask me, where do I live on Texas, which sounds silly. Well, would you live in Texas? No, because that means I live in the federal corporation, which is a capital letter state of Texas. I live on Texas. It's very different. But your words put you into the jurisdiction. And this is why this book right here, guys, Word Magic by Pao Chang, I will shout this from the rooftops. And what's fascinating is I read this year before I even started on this journey. But it dovetails so nicely because your word is your wand. You're either casting deceit or empowerment. Okay, did you find it, Nicole?
I got it, yeah.
Up, there's a box and an arrow that you pull down into this big white box with what looks like a bunch of information. Look over to the far left. It should be an R or a C and then 3 numbers.
With like carrier code and check digit, ELOT, yeah.
So look at your carrier code. What is that?
What'd you say?
R or C?
Carrier code. C.
Quick question.
C.
Hang on. It's gonna be C and then 3 numbers, right? Okay, C and then 3 numbers. Now look to the far right on the delivery point code, and then look at those 2 numbers. What are those?
37.
Okay, so your rural route delivery address is those 2 numbers combined with a dash in between it. So put the R, 3, and then a dash in those 2. That combines what they need to get you that mail. Now, underneath that, instead of city, state, all that, you put your city, province. Okay, you put your city and then the word province, and then you spell your state out. Don't abbreviate it. The abbreviations are jurisdictional. Spell the state out. If you live in Mississippi, just deal with it. Then what you do is you write zip exempt because you're not in the zip code. Now, if you do your mail exactly like that, you will get mail. That is what's called your rural route address. There you go, Andy. That's the one. That your rural route address is how you stay. That's a republic address that you can use rather than the federal corporation one. That does not jurisdict you into them. That's what it's about. It's all about them claiming ownership and you agreeing or not. And you got to find out what the hooks are, where the clause are, your contracts, where you're contracted in, and you go with what's called minimum contacts. And then you start a trust and you do all this kind of stuff. And it's incredible, guys. It's really incredible. So no, I'm not talking about aliens and shit right now. I'm doing this, and it's fucking wild.
I know. It's called unlocking hidden. It's called unlocking hidden truths. So that's what we want.
This is the hidden truth, and I'm telling you, and the women in the chat here know what I'm talking about. It is so empowering because you're getting feedback from folks, and we're doing some real fucking empowering shit now. Even we're all sitting back and taking deep breaths going, holy shit, and reminding each other that we're worthy and saying, yes, fuck yeah, let's keep going. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's a lot. And a lot of this process, guys, we can't talk about publicly. There's a lot of things here that are not public processes. What I can encourage you to do is to do the research. Get a copy of the Constitution if you live in the U.S. Mine is right here. I keep it on me. And yeah, here we are. It's in my bag. I just have it. And guys, know your rights, because if you don't know your rights and they're being fucked on, how do you know? He who does not assert his rights has none. And freedom is an active sport. So just remember those 2 quotes right here. You just go do it. But this is what the passive, this is the fluoride in the water. This is the scare tactics. This is the nukes are real. This is the fucking all the shit. I'm telling you, it's just goddamn noise, dude. And this is why it's never been more important. Donna and I talked about this morning about disobliging and creating. Disoblige the fucking noise out there, guys. It's a lot of goddamn noise. Disoblige it. It doesn't apply to you. It doesn't apply to you. Create. get a goddamn copy of the Constitution, get this book, and start figuring out where you're chained up and how to free yourself from those chains.
And the underlying hidden truth underlying all of that is that it starts from us, that we are, it's not about what's out there. It's a, you know, it's an inside job, really. Life is an inside job. So that's where it starts. And so once you get onto that and you get that confidence, and then you start putting it out into the world, in your life, in different ways. But it does start with knowing yourself. Yeah, that
100%.
Know yourself, and then you work. Oh, you would not work. Then you put it into action in life.
Yeah, become active.
Yeah,
with it.
Yeah.
Well, I've just bought that book on Amazon. First edition, $11.99. Second edition is £10 something. So obviously I bought the first edition because second edition might have stuff missing it. So yeah, so it's $11.99 I think on Amazon in the UK.
Yeah, and
$15.
This book is.
I've got that one as well. Yeah.
It's thin, guys. This is 95 pages. It's $11 on Amazon. It's called Disobliging Reality. This is where I get that word disoblige, is from this guy, Dr. Frank Zuzak. Check that name out. You want to give it a go? Anybody?
Go on.
Nicole, let Andy do it. Andy try to say.
Andy, what's the?
I can't. I'm in the middle. Frank.
It probably isn't anything like that, because those names are just not pronounced.
It's probably
this is such
Frank.
It's
Frank Jones.
Frank Zuzak is how I say it. Anyway, so Frank wrote this fucking book, right? And it's like I said, it's 95 pages. A lot of it quantum physics and things like this, but his ability to see the noise as it is and disoblige it is what's empowering in this. And I honestly offer these as companion books. Like, this has nothing to do with law per se. This touches on some of the concepts we talked about in maritime and all that, but really this mind that, never forget, guys, you can read all the books you want, but this whole thing is mind. So you got to conceptualize it. You've got to apply it and make it work for you.
Yeah.
Somebody else's path is not yours. If you look down the path that you're on is paved, you're on the wrong path.
Right, quick announcement.
What's he doing?
We've hit 1,800 subscribers.
Hey!
Yay!
So we're now on 1,800 subs.
Prepared a graphic or anything?
Thank you.
All right.
No. I was going to do one, but I was about to be presumptuous, so I didn't bother.
Okay, Andy, you make the 1, I'll make the 8, and you guys make 0s.
It done.
There we go. There's your graphic.
Go on then.
You got to make the 8.
What? Who am I?
I'll do the 8 then.
You're a 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Andy's a 1, but I don't know how that's a 1.
There we go.
How is that a 1?
You said do a Y. All right, there we go.
Well, why are you doing a Y for 1,800? Oh,
dude,
1.
Dude, straight up fucking obelisk.
Yeah.
I did.
1.
Erect.
I did wonder why he was doing. I thought he was doing yay. Well, why is she putting O's on the end?
No, 1,800, and then you can clip that and use it as a graphic.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm going home. I'll see you later.
Big Red's got it. Andy doing the YMCA over there.
Oh. I actually was going to say, I actually thought, are the village people coming in at any time soon?
No, you're doing 1,800. You ruined it with your Y.
Here you go, dude. Dominatrix 42XX42. You get it in the chat. Thank you. Basically, it comes down to overcoming their magic systems by finding a path through the loopholes in their magic system. I agree. It's a powerful tool for the minority. Okay, so let's talk about this, because this is perfect. And Dawn touched on this earlier. It comes from you. Okay, so let's talk about the concept of the Trinity. What do you guys think the Trinity mean? What does the Trinity mean to you?
So the Trinity, the first thing you think of is like Father, Son, Holy Ghost, like the Holy Trinity thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Anybody else have any other references to it other than that?
The only Trinity I know is like Trinity College.
Okay.
That's it.
That's awesome. So
I mean, we have the 3 branches of government.
There you go. Okay, so this idea of this concept of threes exists all around us, guys. I did a video. My favorite flower ever is called the Indian paintbrush, and why it is because it's two. There you go, father, mother, child.
I prefer this one.
Laughing at.
Three is the magic number. There you go. See, you guys have got it. Now they're going to start flooding in, right? You're going to start seeing that it was more than just some massive thing because everything here is scalable. Okay. So now if we can think about, we're all creatives in a certain way. What inspires your creativity the most? Is it when things are easy and you're sitting back and you're laying down and you're chilling? Do you just get these bursts of inspiration, or
is it have to be creative?
Correct. When you're being
against the wall, you have to find a solution to something.
This guitar right here.
No.
Go ahead.
Can I just jump in on this?
Yeah.
Because as you know, I drive for a living. Some of you know what I do, but I don't tell everyone exactly what it is that I do.
By the way. But go ahead. We'll talk about that later.
Right. I
traveling.
I travel around the roads in south and east of England, basically. And a lot of the time I'll just be driving along and I'll see something or a thought will just pop into my head. And from that, I will create a full video, or I'll have, oh, that's a good idea. I'll speak to a particular person about it, which I'm going to go to talk about in the second part of this. And it's just from these little things that just pop up here and there, or even I'll be laying in bed, I'll be dreaming about something, and it's like I have to sit up, and then I've got to do it there and then. It could be 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll jump on the computer, start tapping away and putting it in, because if I don't do it then, in that moment, it'll be gone, and I'll never ever remember it, because my memory, it's getting better, but it's pretty shocking, to be blunt.
Nailed it. And so this guitar has produced some of the most awesome music ever, but it was not written. I'm not writing shit like I'm walking on sunshine. My shit was through heartbreak. It was when a woman a girl ripped my fucking heart out of my chest, threw it on the ground in front of me at the young age, and stomped on that bitch. That inspired creation. It was the shit. And if we're all honest with each other, no one is just sitting back, kicking it easy, eating bonbons, watching something bullshit on TV and going, oh my God, I've got the best idea about how to get myself a better life for myself. It's not through there. It's through your shit job. It's through being squeezed. It's through the situation you came up as a parent. It's through your childhood. It's the shit that you grew in. It's all of that. Now, what's more to this is I look at now the entire realm as a Trinity type situation. It's you, the thing going on, and the thing that you create together. Because if it wasn't for the shit going on out there, we wouldn't be inspired to create at all.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need
exactly that.
So is it a bad thing then? Okay. Or is it giving us the opportunity to wake up, motivate ourselves to create, minus it, create the systems to replace those systems, and then move on to something better? The creator created creators is how I feel about this. I don't think everyone here is on board with that, but all of them play a role in your ability to create. All of them. Same thing. I wouldn't be on the hunt. I wouldn't have the goddamn Constitution in my hands if I didn't feel like what was going on in the government was bullshit. And I didn't have these innate feelings inside me that drove me to do the head-splitting research that this takes. And you need it. You need a fire to do that, but you need hate to do that. I had to be fucking spiteful about the government, and I hate them. I mean, I hung the American flag up upside down when I was a kid. My mom hated it. She'd be like, oh, your grandfather fought for that flag, blah, 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 blah. So it's all the psych ops, right? But you've got to transcend that. But if they weren't there, you wouldn't be motivated. If my mom said that this was an awesome idea, I probably would have stayed away from it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fodder. It's creative fodder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Andy was talking about was the state you can be in where intuitive insights just sort of drop in. That's slightly different from what we're still in this situation we're in, whereby you're driving. I mean, I don't know.
I'm working.
I'll give you
a freaky woo. Andy, what if the portal that you needed to get that idea was exactly 6 feet off of the road and exactly in the middle of the road and going to appear at a certain time and place? And if you didn't reach that portal, you would not have had that idea. Now, if you had the job you have, some level of fucking spirit, some force could set it up to where you were making a delivery and passing that point exactly at that time.
Yes.
You then go through this portal, have this idea, but it took action, it took you, and it took the experience. Do you see? And if you didn't, if you had all the money in the world, you wouldn't have the job. So it wouldn't have offered you the creative opportunity to experience.
Exactly. And this is why I don't.
It's slightly different.
I want to say this.
The state you're in, where you can be calm, you can be relaxed, and something just drops in. I mean, when you're stressed out, whatever, you don't get those intuitive insights. They're not as they drop in at quieter moments. But at the same time, there's a general pressure of what's going on in this, crazy world or whatever that then leads us to have these this desire to kind of say, no, this there has to be better. It has to be better. So what can we do to make it better? So that's the impetus. That's the fire that then leads to those moments where something drops in. So it's not different.
I totally get that. Because I don't love my job. It is the best, or one of the best jobs I've ever had. I've been here for over 6 years now.
In case Sandy's boss is watching.
Enjoying it. So she does, so it don't matter. She knows. Because I always say, so on a Wednesday and a Friday, I say, I'm not hanging about chatting. I don't get paid to hang about, and I've got a real job to do when I get home, i.e. the podcast. Something that I love doing. But my thing is that I enjoy the job, and I enjoy what I do and where I get to go and the different places. Some of it's crap, like anything, but 90% of it it's good, or better than good. But like Dawn said, if I wasn't doing that job, I wouldn't be going to these places and getting that inspiration or that ping to go, oh, this is what I need to do. But there have been times where there's a conference that was being set up, and we kind of knew it wasn't going to work, and it was not even going to be a shit show. It was that bad. So I was speaking to somebody else who was helping set it up, and we'd been talking about it for about 2.5 months now. But up until the point, it was about a month, and we've been in contact daily, organising it and doing what we do. So me and Emma from To Investigate are doing our own conference next September, and I'm going to put this out. We have got confirmation. We've got a price and everything. We're going to be doing it at York. We hopefully, and if I don't put it out and I visualised it, and because when I visualise it, I know it's going to work. Because when I plan to do something and I can't visualise it, for me that means it's never going to happen. So when it's visualised, you can do it now in your mind. So then when it comes around, you've already done it. You've already been there. It's already been created. It's already been a success. So we're going to be doing it. We are 95% certain at York Museum Castle. And we're doing an evening convention. Hopefully it's going to be about 7 p.m. till midnight. We're doing the darker side to the paranormal. So why would you do that during the day? You'd want to do it at night. Emma's checked. It's also a full moon that evening. So you've got the ambience of the full moon at the castle. It's up in York. York is a well-known place for a lot of the Roman soldiers that have been seen parading around the streets in the troops, amongst a lot of other stuff. So I was going to say fingers crossed, but I think because I've now put it out there, there's another 2 locations where it's still a possibility. All very similar to what we want to do. We want to do the steampunk, the Victorian vampire style goth theme to it all. We don't want to do, no offense to anyone, your normal, like it was at Gettysburg, it's just paranormal people. They were selling paranormal equipment and stun guns. Gutted that I couldn't get one. I could, but I wouldn't have got it through customs. But anyway, and it was only $40 because we're not allowed them over here. But it was all paranormal. There's mediums there, and they were really good. Like psychic mediums were just that guy that we went to. He knew more about me than I did, and I'd not even opened my mouth. That was just crazy. That wasn't it, Nicole? It was just. It was kind of crazy. I just went. I was just about to go, "Hi, I'm Andy." I just went, huh, and he started talking, I didn't get to say anything, nothing at all. And he told me all this stuff. So I'm not knocking that, but we want to go down a different route with it. We want to go darker than dark, if you know what I mean. Like the witchcraft into the occult type sort of thing. Not like mass Waco type style thing, but in that direction. Because no one really covers that. So
like
that's it.
Like the demonology.
So we've both visualized it. We both know that we can do it. We can make it work. We've already got guest speakers and vendors and everything. We just need to go do a floor plan, see how many we can fit in there, how many tables we can get in there, whether we're going to do catering, all that kind of stuff. We just need to go, turn up, have a look round, see what's what. Like I said, we've already got the price on it. It's just basically sitting down, working the figures out, cost, people, capacity, and then go from there. And that is it. But because we visualized it, we know we can do it.
Mm-hmm. That's the first step. And, doing anything is being able to like see it or be able to like conceptualize it, and then you put it into action.
Yeah.
Shout out Baby with a Laser in the chat, dude. Beautiful to hear about your brother, man. Beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful. See, and this is like the, Eric Clapton Tears in Heaven thing, which some people say he sacrificed him for his fucking stardom, but either way, same concept.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a topic in itself.
Oh, man. The fucking world. The world is
That's
weird.
That's a rabbit hole.
Wait till you find out it's spelled WHILD instead of WORL. And we're whirled down to a stop, not the other way around. It's fucking crazy. Electromagnetics. But beautiful. I just wanted to shout out to chat because I'm not in the chat physically to type it in there. So I'm just acknowledging you by word, which is better anyway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The world. You got it. Man, that was Laurel Erica. Did y'all ever hear of her? Have you ever heard of Laurel Erica? She passed away last year. Early part of last year.
No.
She was cool as shit. She had this whole concept, like dominatrix spells it there, the WHIRLD, right? The world. So the whole point here is it's all in not only phonetics but spelling. So when you pay attention to, I do understand, baby. Thank you. It's beautiful, dude. Like seriously, like I get it. Heartbreak has been the best songs I've ever written. Or when I was just from the shit, and it pulls you back, dude. I mean, sometimes you trade that for taking your own self out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's created instead. The bullshit had to exist. And so then at what point do we appreciate it, right? This is back to you, baby whisper. I'm just talking just to you right now, friend. That's the thing, right? At what point do we appreciate it and say, you know what? This shit that's happening, it's happening for a reason. There's a catalyst here. And this is why, like when I was going through my darkest shit a few years ago, the biggest thing, except for just living out of spite some days, was just to sit there and ask myself, where's the gift? Where's the gift? Can I allow myself to see the gift in this? And, sometimes it's no. And then you just sit for a second, but man, the gift will present itself. And, then it's like, well, was the gift worth it? And I mean, obviously not. You'd trade that, right? But that's not the point. And I think that there's a larger, I don't want to say game of foot because it's so emotional and it feels so goddamn real. But I think that there's a larger level of reality, including the immediate folks, if you want to say that, people, entities around us. It's not what we think it is, but we feel like it's different. That's the point. The point is the emotion. That's the Trinity. That's the catalyst. The Hegelian dialect that is successful, has been successful in the US up until this point, it doesn't work anymore and it's hilarious, is the idea of problem, reaction, solution. So think about that as well. That's a Trinity, right? They create the problem, Gulf of Tonkin, for instance. It gets everybody pissed off and wanting to go. They offer a solution, which is to go into the Vietnam War, and everybody goes, yeah, fuck yeah, and then they get on board with it. But the problem only existed because bullshit mind controllers, which is what government means. Governmente means mind control in Latin. That's where it comes from. Then it's only because they set this shit up and then offered you a bullshit thing that they already had drafted with the first one. They knew that these two would connect. They needed you to get on board and consent. And if you think of that as well, a trust is a trinity. It requires a grantor, a trustee, and a beneficiary. Those are the three things. Hi, love y'all. And that's the part of this that makes it function. So again, when we look at this in concept, It's here to motivate and inspire a third thing. Think about an epoxy. If you've ever worked with epoxy resin, there are two things that come separate. You squeeze something together. Once you blend those two things, they become a third thing. This is the whole point. Same thing. If you could pull up a fucking picture of a Indian paintbrush, the Indian paintbrush is two completely separate types of flower on one stalk that make it appear a third thing from a distance. So it's, again, it's all over the place. And you guys want to write in and inundate their inbox with Trinity examples that you come up with. Here you go. So problem reaction solutions, huge. But let's talk about this. Do you mind keeping that up? Okay. So if you look at those three words. Okay, let's look at those three words. First and foremost, I don't believe in the word problem. I don't use it. What I will say is opportunity in disguise. Donna was going to beat me to it because I tell her this all the time. She's on board. So opportunities exist. They've been called problems, which have an energy, right? Problem has an energy. Problem has a weight to it. Why wouldn't you want to just approach it as an opportunity in disguise, which is what it always reveals itself as later? Let's be honest. Again, every single time it reveals itself to be an opportunity. You just couldn't see it then. So let's repackage that word, reaction. Okay, what does reaction mean? Right? When we hear that, we think, oh, start, oh, fuck. That comes with energy as well. Okay, and then what is the other one? Solution. Oh God, thank God. Okay, so you've got two heavy fucking words that are incendiary, and then one that offers you a solution. But the only reason you need the solution in the first place is because the first two were offered. Okay. This is the way the realm works. And when you guys figure this out, it is massive and monumental. So let's change this. Let's flip the script here for a little bit. Instead of problem, reaction, solution, let's go to opportunity in disguise, creation, expansion. Let's change it to that. Okay. Because you're going to see out there, let's say somebody get what they say is shot on TV. And maybe that person doesn't even exist at all. Maybe it was all a green screen. Maybe it was just an actor. Maybe none of it's real at all. And it's all AI generated backgrounds. You can't fucking tell. You can't tell. So if you're getting emotional about something that's being presented to you as a problem, your reaction is the emotion. Their solution is to offer you things that will make you feel less like that in the future, they say. But they're the ones that provided the problem and made you feel that way in the first place. So it's a loop, gang. This is the Ouroboros, and this is why the cycle continues. If you're watching the news, you're being fed on this formula right here. That's the teat of which you suck. Yep. But you don't have to. You can see it as opportunity in disguise, creation, opportunity, creation, expansion. Check it out that way. And really reframing it. You're not busy, you're productive.
And it's also the energy, the anger, the reaction. They want to do something that shocks everyone, gets the anger, which, the whatever was going on or allegedly going on all couple of weeks ago. It's just it achieved exactly what was kind of intended to get people up in arms, and that's where it sounds like, I don't know, being callous or whatever, but anything like that, I always sit back, and it's to remember the word, it's not a word, but to respond rather than react. So it's like, respond. But at the same time, because everyone just says, it's this straight away. You go, how do you know? You don't know. And when you're being given two options, it's like, left or right. You go, actually, no, thank you. I don't want either. Or it could be one or the other or neither or both, or it's just, no, thank you. I'll choose something else. We don't have to take their solutions. And that's what this is about, to kind of say, no. I don't want to fall into your traps or your systems or, your reactions. You're not going to have my energy, because that's what the emotions are, the energy. They want our energy. Get all up in arms. It's like, it's this, and just go, no, actually, I don't know what it is. And actually, it's really good to learn to say, I don't know, and I don't know is fine.
Fuck yeah, I don't know.
Sexy. Yeah, definitely.
We're indoctrinated with this, you've got to get it either right, and if you're not right, you're wrong, and it's just it's so heavy duty stuff. You go, actually, I don't know. Now, and we don't know. We may never actually know. However, that's the point. We think we know. We get ideas and go, okay, We think we know, speculation. This is what it might have looked like, or, oh, and you get some more information. Oh, well, maybe it looks like that. And it's up to us to make our own choices. So anyway.
Beautiful, Dawn. God, I love you.
I've got Brandon. I think
exactly, because that's our energy, our emotion, and so it's not callous and cold or whatever. Just go, actually, I'm just going to sit and say, okay, I'll see. I'll make up my own mind, or else, as Brandon and I have been, as Brandon taught me a while ago, disoblige and create. You go, oh, that's a whole basically no pile of nonsense. What do I want to do today with my day, with my hours, with my energy? Oh, I'm not putting it into that. I'm going to put it into this. So that's the training to come out of that, to start with ourselves and say, what do I want to make of it?
Dawn, and also words being important.
With
dominator is not a dominatrix.
I'm going to try Brandon fart now. So
Brandon fart?
Problem, reaction. No, it's a proper one. Well, I think it's proper. We'll soon find out. So problem, that causes you to get all eaten up inside about yourself, because you're like, there's a problem, and everyone starts panicking. When you said reaction, I just thought of a nuclear reactor. And then what happens to a nuclear reactor? The amount of energy that is creating, that's going to cause mass mayhem if it gets released. So you're reacting. But you're reacting with all that bottled energy. So that's creating a bigger problem. And then they turn around and go, oh, but we've got a solution for it. So they've got everyone all worked up and panicking. And then everyone's all fearful. And they go, oh, but we've got a solution for it. Oh, that's all right then. Right, we can trust you now. And it's just
that's the idea. That's what's been successful. Yeah, that's been the model. It's called the Hegelian dialect, and it's old as shit. That's the thing, is it's got such a historical precedence. Take history what you want. Even the lies they tell you, it's not hidden. It's just not obvious, and that's the point, guys. Like, it's all here. Like he said, it's seeing through the black magic. But that's the initiation. This is the initiation right here. It's got nothing to do with aliens and all that shit. That'll come too, probably at some point. But before you get to this point, all of it's horseshit to keep you from this. I'm telling you, this is the door no one wants you walking up to, but it's open to everyone. It's just in the back of the boring part of the fucking realm where they tell you to stay away from. And for the most part,
exactly. But
until it's not.
Yeah, but it's like Dawn said. Yeah, but like Dawn said, it's you can go left or right. Well, I don't want to do either. Can I go under or around or over, or just sit here and wait until other options appear? I'm not doing what you want me to do because you're telling me. If you ask me, I'll probably tell you no anyway, because I still don't want to do either of them. I'll do what I want to do when I want to do it, when I'm ready to do it. If I want to go left, I'll go left. If I want to go right, I'll go right. I might go left, come back, then go right, and just keep doing that just to fuck everyone up. But do you know what I mean, though? It's not.
Is allowed to do what they want, man. You do what you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Live goddamn life. Don't deprive anybody else of their rights to live your life.
That's the only kind of rule, isn't it? You know, that not to impose on anyone, and people don't impose on you, and not to impose on anyone else. So
and how about this is a fucking brilliant chat, by the way. You guys are awesome. I'm seeing all this positivity.
Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to answer the question. Both unopened.
You apparently can't get those in the UK.
Oh,
you can only get them in the US. So,
gotcha. Yeah. Amazon will probably send them to you. But this chat is incredible. You guys, if you haven't been, go through it. These folks are amazing. Everybody, you could pull every chat that comes up. You could just pull them up, Andy, as they come along. And everybody is sweet and kind and inspiring and empowering and beautiful. So just commenting, you guys. You guys are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a big game, guys. That's it. Now, I'll throw you one more. Andy, are you good? Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm done for now.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt you, bud. So it comes down to this. So if you think things are scalable, okay. So let's talk about what happened. Am I breaking up or what? Because I've been having.
No. I was laughing at Nicole's comment in the chat.
Oh, I didn't get it.
So I call Nicole's husband Mr. Nicole because I kept forgetting if his name was Sean or Shane. And I know people get annoyed if you get the wrong terminology of it. But I just called him Mr. Nicole. It was easier.
And now it's stuck.
That's it.
I love it.
It kind of stuck.
Yeah, sorry, that was just that just caught me. Sorry.
I love it. No, it's good.
Random.
So let's talk about Einstein for a second. Mostly probably planned to some degree, but he did have some nugs, right? I don't think there's any babies and bathwater we should be thrown out. I think there's nugs in everything. Everything has value here. Everything can be inspired and learned upon. So if you take Einstein, what was his thing for the letter E, right? He's coding messages and shit as well, and it's all in symbols. So the letter E for him was energy. Now,
Energy, yep.
That, thank you, Dawn. I know you had it. So if you think about
E equals MC squared, yes, absolutely.
There you go. Nailed it. Fuck. Love you. Now, if you think about that in context, then think about emotion, right? Then we could say that emotion is energy in motion. And if we are electromagnetic beings, we don't really have time to talk about the work of Ken Wheeler and, toroidal fields and things like this. But trust me, there's probably compelling evidence for you guys to look into enough that you can decide for yourself that we are electromagnetic beings, and that when energetic things happen, meaning emotionally, we discharge an amount of energy. And some people refer to this thing as loosh. This is where also we get the idea that this is a hell realm, where there's these entities feeding off of this loosh, and then also then offering you more situations to feel that, which is not untrue, but it's a disempowering way to look at it. Again, I see it as fodder for creation, but you don't need to create at that level inevitably. Like, that's a stair step, again, a temporary truth where we don't have to hang out there, get a visa, not a mortgage. What a lot of folks miss, I feel, and have in the past, but are changing every day, and I see it in the chat right now, that this is an electric universe, but that you don't have to fucking offer your energy to that, and that you can actually put it back in yourself, in your family, in your garden, and you tend it here. You pick up a copy of the Constitution. You get this book right here to figure out which words actually mean, and that whenever you're casting spells and talking about someone, Mary and I did fucking name words on ourselves. You know that every time you mention my name now, whether it's good or bad, I don't give a shit, I get prettier, happier, healthier, and wealthier. Did you know that? We did a name word. So now if you think about this and scale it to people you don't like, and think about how these fucking retards are in points of power. I don't say it like that. Points of popularity, okay? And they throw them in your face on a paid-for network. They probably all have fucking name words. So every time somebody goes, oh, Trump this, Trump that, good. He didn't give a shit whether you like him or not. His name's on hats. When you subconsciously read it, that dude is getting chained in the energetic department. And when you guys really understand this is when you stop offering to the game. You stop, because it's all taxing on you, all of it. So just like your income tax, this is a voluntary system, guys. You just need to simply do your revocation of election and elect not to participate in it energetically. Now, if you're sitting here going, oh, but I barely watch the news, oh, but I barely look at it, I only look at it to know what's going on, you justify how you offer the movie your energy in any way that you want. But know this, it is a fucking movie. And it wants you to offer that energy so it can keep playing the goddamn movie. That's it. It doesn't care what the movie is. It just is. It's ridiculous and spectacular. It's this ridiculous fucking shenanigans bunch of bullshit so that you'll pay attention to it. It doesn't care if you like it, if it's helpful, if it's whatever. It's helpful because you're offering your energy to it. That's all it knows. It's a one-note tune. Are you looking at me or not? That's it. And if you stop looking at it, then it does something ridiculous, and you look at it again, it knows that all it needs to do is something ridiculous for it to get you to look at it. Again, you see, it's trained you. You train people how to treat you. Why do you think the realm would be different? Mm-hmm. So just the opportunity here, though, is to see it for what it is. And now I'm a big fan of choose your distractions wisely, guys. You know, I'm not here to fucking turn off your life. Don't throw away your phone and fucking live your life how you want. I'm just saying, be aware. Like, that's it. Be aware, because if you're offering things, but in your mind you're going, why am I in this loop? But you can't see that that's the loop. Then okay, that's ignorance, and we could work with that. But if you're going, dude, I know all this, but I'm choosing not to because it's hard work. Okay, then that's where you're at, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a loop, and you'll be in it. We know where to find you. That's cool, but we're not looking for you because you're way back here, and we're way the fuck over here. We're smashing these loops. This is the whole point, guys. It's where are you going to get? Where's your attention at? What am I doing? If you can just disoblige that nonsense and create what you want to see here, that's the key, man. That's the secret. That's That's it. If you want to look over there and go, okay, cool, I need some inspiration for a song real quick. Okay. But again, get a visa, not a mortgage. Observe, don't absorb. Know that it's there as a reference. It's a color palette to pick from, not something taken seriously and to consider as the only option.
Yeah, totally get that. Totally get that. That book's not coming till Sunday. I can't wait. I can't wait for 2 days.
It is banger. I'm telling you guys, Word Magic by Pao Chang, dude. Second edition is what this is. Even, okay, the word person right here. What do you guys think the word person means? I just saw it.
Person, like a human?
Yeah, would you call yourself a person?
Most days?
No.
Well, why?
No,
you think
man or woman.
No,
not person. Person is a legal entity.
Dawn with the win. Look at you.
Dawn's been paying attention.
I know.
I've been looking at this stuff for a while. I've been looking at this stuff.
There we go.
And phonetic
son. So.
But if you look up, we can give you the codes and stuff to look this up on the UCC website. But it's a legal entity. It's a fiction. So if anybody goes and gets a bill right now, it's got your name on it and it's on all capital letters. That's a goddamn homunculus. You have your own tulpa that's just out there. It's got an account. It's doing things. It's trading. And whenever you show up as that thing, they treat you as that thing. But you're not that thing. You have to show up and put on the little hat and dress in the outfit and go, I'm this all caps thing. It's the same spelling of your name. It's just in all capital letters, which makes it sound all official. It's different. It's not you. It's an account that you can get control of, but you've offered them control because you don't know any better. All you got to do now is understand that that's yours. You can do something with it and do the paperwork. It's all fucking paperwork. Has anybody seen Jupiter Ascending? Have you guys seen that movie?
Yes.
No.
One of my favorite all-time movies.
How did she get her verification?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
How does she get her verification for queenship? Remember, she goes in. They have to verify.
She goes into the closet. She sees the small greys, and then I don't want to spoil it for everyone who's not seen it.
She's the queen, and she has to prove she's a queen. They gave her a lawyer, and then she goes to all these departments. She goes through the DMV. She goes and stands in some secretary of State's office. These lines, she has to answer these official questions. They pay off an official to front the line. It's all paperwork, and that's how she recognizes her queenship and her queenhood. If you guys watch that scene, this is the shit that I've been doing for the past almost 4 years now with the two ladies in the chat here. This is what we're doing. We're doing the paperwork that officiates our godhood. Honestly, it's god level shit, but you really need to understand it, because if you don't, then you're fucked. You don't get the power if you don't get it, because then you're a danger to yourself.
Because that's how what's the actor's name? It's Mila Kunis, and who's the Jupiter guy?
What's his name? Channing Tatum. Come on.
Channing Tatum, yeah. So he is connected to her.
Settle down. Mr. Nicole.
I was thinking of the other guy. Yeah. That's how he's connected. Yeah, that's how he's connected to her, because he knows who she is, and she doesn't really know, and he kind of like, this is where you need to go. This is what you need to do. Once you've done it, you'll know who you are, sort of thing.
It's all jurisdictional shit. She goes through, does all this paperwork and stuff. Was that one little scene part is what we're talking about. That honestly is the key to the realm, guys. The rest, the action, the fucking shoot 'em ups and all that stuff, that's cool. But it all is to distract you from the real point of that movie. Was if you want to assert your godhood, you've got this little scene in here where you don't need a lawyer, though. I don't recommend a bar attorney because they're working together. You get somebody in our group that did you throw the thing in the chat? Do you mind throwing that link back out there, the one in the private chat that I submitted? It's called breed.com. Throw that back in there if you don't mind. This link right here, and someone can walk you through the line process of that snippet of that movie that I'm talking about. Thank you. That right there is where we are. That's where we meet. So you go through and you find that little piece of that movie. That's the process right there. It's not a battle. It's not a fight. This is the other thing that's huge. We're not fighting here. You are correcting a fucking mistake, man. That's what you're doing. We call it correcting a status. That's what we're doing.
And the point that you said, it's starting from the right place. It's not coming from a place of fear. It's not, I've got to do it because otherwise, if you're doing it, then that's going to be.
Oh,
I cut you off.
Sorry, with what Dawn just said then.
My bad. Hang on, Andy.
Sorry, I did as well.
I
do apologize.
And I'm laggy. Dawn, go ahead. I cut you off. What were you saying, darling?
No, I'm just saying that the point is starting from, it starts from where we come from. If you're doing it from a place of fear, you're going to end up creating more of creating it more difficulty, I think is probably the best way to put it. So it's to understand who you are first. As Tam said, you know, it's and again, it's not like a negative. It's doing it from a place of recognizing who you are and then stepping into that. If you're still in that fear, it's to understand, kind of to process the fear and kind of work out where the fear comes from, get through the fear, and then do it from a place of inner standing and recognizing our own freedom, recognizing we are free, not we're going to be free, we're making ourselves free, we are free. And many people just go, what do you mean? You know, it's like, that's the place you start from.
Do you know the Pavlov's dog story? Andy, go ahead. My apologies. Andy, Dawn beautifully said.
Sorry, I was just going to say, with what Dawn said, I'll be really quick. It's you're creating too many opportunities going in the wrong direction when you're doing it from fear. So I'm not going to use the word problem. Notice how I did that. So just to show you that I am listening.
You're doing great. This is
like you said. So
the word morning, it's fucking hard. We'll talk about it in a minute. Go ahead. Yeah. This one.
So what you create, you're kind of creating that fear in yourself, and you're causing them issues. But like you said, that's how I used to be all the time, and I'd be like, oh, I need to do it. I don't need to do it. I'll do it when I'm ready. Like the left and right, I'll do it when I'm ready to do it. I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to go down the wrong path and cause more issues than is actually there. It's like overthinking. It's all that kind of stuff. So now it's like, no, I'm going to wait until your mind's come back down. I'm at a good place. I can focus, visualize, use the correct intent, and go down a path that I know I can see what's going on. Not somewhere where I've got the blinkers on and can't see shit. And that's what I do now. And since doing that, it started since the day I got that. So a little over 12 months ago, about 18 months ago. That's the alien in the jar. I don't know if you can see it. And that's when the platform of this, the channel, everything changed. The whole outlook of it, just the name, the tattoo, the lot. And that was Baby with a Laser that I got that from. And it was just from that moment, I knew what the intent was. I knew what path I was going to go down. And I also knew there's a lot more good and positive opportunities than there was previous, because it was kind of like not following what other people were doing, but watching what they're doing and kind of trying to be like them. And I thought, you know what, bollocks, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to do it how I want. And someone said, a couple of people said to me, doesn't matter whether what you think, whether if somebody else enjoys it or not, as long as you enjoy doing it, that's all that matters. And if you enjoy doing it, people will pick up on that energy and then they'll enjoy doing it with you. And I've learnt more from you guys coming on and people in the chat and other guests that it's so true, especially with you and Brandon, because of your thinking is a lot more, I'm going to say out there, but in a good way, but it makes so much more sense. When you hear it, it's like I get excited listening to you because, oh my God, I now know what that is. I now know what this is. This makes, forget that. That's crap. That can go in the bin. I don't need that anymore. I don't want it. This is what I'm going to be doing. And I don't, even the stuff that you're bringing, it's not that I need it. I don't need it, but I want it. I want to be part of it. I want to create with that intent and use that energy and make something from it. That's the only way I can explain it. I know it's going a bit deep, but it's just that overall feeling, and it is a feeling of freedom and free thinking, and it's a different type of free thinking. Can really say freedom of speech and all that. Forget all that. This is you creating, whether you can create or not. Everyone can create. It's just having, as I said before, the correct mindset, knowing which way to go with it. Because we've all gone the wrong way, or we've kind of gone a bit left and a bit right, and it's like, oh, yeah, right, no, not to do that again. And sometimes you do it again, but most of the time you don't. And I think we get to the point, because I got to a point of the crossroads probably around about 12, 16 months ago. And I did chat with another person from Texas, and she was very understanding and knew where I was coming from with it. And she didn't say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. She kind of like, look, you know what direction you need to go in. Go with your gut. Forget your mind. Forget what everyone else is saying. Listen to people. Don't be like reading ignorant and that, and just diss them off. Take it in to get all that knowledge, put it together, and then from all that, you'll know. Even if you say there's 3 paths there, you might create your own path that goes up, round, over, inside, out, underneath the lot. But go down your path because you know what your energy's doing and what it's telling you. And that's what I believe is your gut feeling is your conscious energy telling you this is how you should, this is how to do it. Not you need to do it or should be doing it, but this is what you are doing, and you're doing it now. And don't ignore it. Sorry, it's a bit longer than expected, but yeah. That's it.
Don knows this. Don, how many people? Who do you have to impress here? There's 2 people. Who are they in this life?
Your 5-year-old self and your 85-year-old self.
Boom. That's it.
Aww.
5-year-old you, 85-year-old you. Anybody else can fuck right off. With love.
I feel like 5-year-old yous are very easy to impress.
Oh, no,
it's
no.
Wow, you're doing cool shit.
They don't get why you're doing what you're doing with your job. That's the hard one. Is why aren't we creating? Why aren't we in nature? Why aren't we playing? Why can't we talk to that person the way that we want to and create the way we want to? They don't get these social norms. I mean, my special flavor of autism doesn't. So like, it's that interesting thing of being trained. You know, it's basically what you've done is domesticated that kid. Yeah. But if we're being honest, my inner 5-year-old shares with me whenever I'm just stopping to look at a flower randomly. Whenever I pattern interrupt myself to set off my fart machine in public in my pocket. Like, those things are where my 5-year-old and I are giggling together in the corner. And it's fucking great. And my 85-year-old appreciates it because he sees that all of it's important.
Yeah.
He's always right here.
But speaking of which...
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think we lagged.
It's okay, carry on. I'm just going to...
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, in terms of language, we got the thing of, you know, the idea of making, you know, like mistake. And it's also that idea that, you know, that it was wrong. It's well, it was a choice, and what you do with that choice, what you do with those outcomes, it's whether you beat yourself up or whether you, again, kind of, you know, is this back to the opportunity, you know. And yeah, there are times when there's situations where you think, you know, this isn't good, and it's how you then approach whatever it is you're faced with. So I mean, everything is about what you do with what's in front of you and who's in front of you. You know, how you deal with other people, how you deal with situations, and you know, there's just so much of it starts from understanding and treating, you know, if it's like, even if you get angry, it's like how, and that anger's fine, and then it's what you do with it. And you always think, well, how would you like somebody else to treat you? So, you know, so much of this is a lot of what's gone on over the last few years, and people are giving other people names, treating them in a certain way, and you know, sometimes it's hard to understand why people are doing certain things, and at the same time working out that, well, just calling them names isn't actually helpful, and why you want to do all of that. So it's all about our approach to everything that we are, in all our experiences, everything we're experiencing at any one particular point. and being the best that you can be in that moment.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree.
As, just and know you keeping moving, expanding. So
but also, can I just quickly add something onto that? So I've seen a meme on Facebook yesterday. I know it's Facebook, but it's not. It wasn't a BS news report or anything like that. It was one of those. It wasn't this, but it's like, sorry, I'm late. I didn't want to be here, and I'm gonna start doing that approach, like in the middle of a conversation where it's just not interesting. It's all where they're talking about politics and this and that and the news. It's just gonna be like, I'm going now. Not interested.
Oh, I've got
I'm going to start doing that because
on purpose. Thank you. That's it. You go, oh, I'm not in the loop on purpose. Thanks. Yeah. And then move on. That's it. It's easy, man.
Hopefully not in the middle of the show, though.
I mean, what are you talking about? Are you talking about a guest offering their opinion on something, or are you talking about
no in a social situation?
Yeah, like life, right? Like out there.
Yeah, with friends and that. And if you just start talking about whatever, I'm like,
How many of those folks that offer a different conversation or offer the opportunity to not talk about that and to talk about something empowering? How many other folks are chiming in with something else rather than commiserating with the one who's talking shit? I'm going to go ahead and not many, right? And so
0.
Perhaps though you can make it one by being the one that can then give people permission to not have to talk about this shit. Guys, maybe we talk about something else. Maybe we form a garden club and we all do something with the land that's down the street. That's a dump. Maybe we clean it up together. Maybe we take some ownership and responsibility for ourselves and tend our own gardens. Maybe we do that. And then talk about how to empower each other, how to start trusts so that you can get your shit out of probate. If something happens to you, it all goes to your family. Something basic. You know what I mean? Because it's the nonsense. I'm telling you, it's the noise that you are here to fucking cancel out, pattern interrupt, throw your on the table or your fucking clip, whatever you want. Throw it on the table. Tell them we're pattern interrupting this. We're not doing it. It's the fart machine to the realm, dude. And it's your job to do it. That's you shining your light or abstain. Like you said, move on. And if they want any of your energy, it's got to come in the right way. That's it. And it's not going to be in that arena. Respect.
I wouldn't be shitty about it. Yeah. I wouldn't go, nah, this is bollocks. I'm going.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not in the loop on purpose, man. Some dude started going off on something the other day. Oh, did you hear there was I go, I'm out of the loop on purpose, but thank you. And he goes, well, what do you mean? I go, I don't want to know whatever you're about to say. That has something to do with the news. He goes, yeah, there was a shooting. I got right there. I go, yep, don't give a shit. Yeah. And he goes, why? Because it's got nothing to do with me, does it? And he goes, well, how can you say that? I go, because it doesn't have anything to do with me, man.
Yeah.
And he just was baffled. Now, what you do is you offer these people permission to feel the same. You give them a pattern interruption on why they ever were invested in the thing in the first place. They may have never questioned it. They just carry on with the fucking script if you don't. Offer them the fucking pattern interruption. And like you said, respect, man. But what I am going to do at the same time is tell them I'm not interested.
And to answer before that,
but it's like
if you put that back up, that was the point of, the words we use do have an influence. I mean, it's called spelling for a reason. I mean, however you want to take it. But the words that we use, I mean, if you want a kind of scientific background for this, things like the placebo effect, where you can take something that shouldn't actually do something that can have an effect. Our words can as well. So in the same way that if you trip up or you drop something and then you just say, oh, I'm so stupid, that I am, and is your body is listening and hearing, and your I mean, it's not just your body, your whole energy field. So the whole your experience, all your experiences are influenced by your thoughts, ideas, fears, and beliefs. So if you've come across the phrase, you create your own reality, which I think is overused and misunderstood. So I've moved away from that type of language, because at the same time we are always manifesting our experiences. It's a question of, do we want to do it somewhat more consciously? So
there you go.
So kind of on the topic of reality and making your own. Go ahead.
What, Nicole?
I was just going to say, so when I mess something up and I drop something, I don't call myself names anymore. I just tell whatever I've dropped. I'll go, oh, F off.
No, you just dance, dude. Do a little fucking dance, dude. Do a big smile, laugh, fucking pick it up with style, do a little spin, pick it up, do the robot. walk off. That's it. Nicole, what were you saying?
Humor. This one up because Sean said like.
I got something to say about this. Go ahead.
Andy's still going. Okay, go ahead, Andy.
Andy, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to say I do all that dancing, but I do it naked when I'm on my own, not when there's loads of people about. So
I'm telling you, dick
Is
out,
that
dude.
what Todd and Carmela were talking about?
Anyway.
That was worth it. Okay, so 50%. Sean, you got this on here, and there's a ton of great content in this chat. Bigfoot Dwarf, I'm gonna need to know your definition of curse, because in my house, sick and sorry are curse words. Everything else is on the board, so you're gonna need to give us some qualifying definitions for that chat over there, Bigfoot Dwarf. Okay, Sean, this is something to say or seen, however you'd like to pronounce it. So if 50% of the posts that were outraged about Cracker Barrel or changing its branding were actually bots, at what point do we think it's possible for the digital world to influence the real? Here's how you influence it. Watch, I'll show you. Take this fucking thing and just go. And then take this fucking thing and do that instead. This is how you do it, guys. Yep. You abstain. Just like we're doing with income tax, you pull your energy. The only reason it fucking exists is because it has your energy. We covered this. I will go over it as many times as we need. It only exists because you're paying attention to it. That's it. You watch how immediate somebody leaves your life when you they stop being able to take advantage of you. You watch how fast they leave your life. That's energy, guys. It's all around you. You just see it. Some folks have been programmed to see it as different things. There's nothing different here. Everything is scalable. And it's never about the thing. It's about how you feel about the thing. Always keep that in mind too. A lot of people get tricked into taking the thing personally and emotionally, but that's the trap. The thing is how you feel about the thing. And the other thing is whenever you do feel that way, that's the gift, because it's showing you something that you hadn't looked at before. So whenever you feel this fucking, that's called ringing a bell, dude. And we've talked about them in stages: feathers, bricks, and trucks. And you get them in 3 different ways. You can pay attention to the feathers. You can catch those a lot earlier. They don't always have to be trucks and shit. They're trucks until they don't need to be, right? So this idea of you cultivating your energy is what this is all about. And really, if you just put the fucking phone down, first of all, you're going to see how hard it is. And that should bother you, by the way. If you can't set your phone down or take all of your social media apps, put them into one folder on your phone and title it garbage, and then every time you go in there, know that what you're doing is garbage. I'm dead serious. Do this. And I don't give a fuck if you're a content creator. I've done a wonderful job with my channel, and I do none of it. I fucking post and leave. I read none of it. I'm not influenced by anything. I'm out. It is not, you are not obligated to use that shit. That is another psyop, okay? I'm telling you, trade the black screen for some fucking tangible paper. Go write your own goddamn book. Go get a fucking coloring book. Go walk outside. Go pick up a guitar. Like, we could sit here and list many things, but I'm going to tell you first and foremost, when you start putting that thing down and you start maybe saying, I'm going to offer myself only 15 minutes a day of scrolling, and that's it. The other time is going to be filled with either creating or reading. It's like withdrawal from a fucking drug, dude. And this is the point. This is the trap. The blue light fucking dopamine demon. The demon dopamine. That's it. But if you can see it, then your power is removed from it, or you're offering it willingly, and then therefore that's fine too. You know, there's no rules here, guys. It's just you got to figure it out, and that's the thing. You can do anything you want is the best part. The worst part is you can do anything you want. You know, there's no guide. You're making this shit up. I know that was a rant there on the thing. So the answer to that, honestly, is put it the fuck down. Okay. Number one, and me as a content creator, I'm not in the comments. This is the only comment section I'm in, is a live one in the chat where we're at. If you're commenting on my channel, I'm not going to answer you because I'm not in there. I don't believe in it. So anyway, can I learn the name and put down in the freezer?
Can I just tell you about that quickly? So when we were at the conference last weekend, there's a coven of witches there, and they were saying, if you don't want someone in your life anymore, whether it's a person or an item or whatever, write on a bit of paper, stick it in a jar with some water, and stick it in the freezer. It freezes it. It freezes them from your life. They did this. Someone at work then defrosted the freezer, and they said as soon as it defrosted, all these people started appearing on social media and was contacting them and messaging them. When they put them back, when they realised what was going on, they put these 5 names back in the freezer, and then they just vanished again. There was no content. And I don't
think you could do that. I think it's the intent behind it.
This is it.
So I've done that mentally with 3 people this week. I've heard fuck all from any of them. Nothing on Facebook, no messages, no contact whatsoever. weird.
And that's the point. You did it mentally. So again, it's the mental side of it. You do, sometimes we like to do things, actually take action, because it then kind of emphasizes that energy. At the same time, knowing the sort of, you know, the power of consciousness, if you like, that we don't have to. It's just there are sometimes that action reinforces it, and it gives that the sort of extra power to it. But again, we choose what works for us, and we're all different. And this is the point: we are all different. And in fact, that means our experiences are all different, and that just gets into a whole other weird realm, because you go, oh, you know, we're all here, and at the same time, our experiences are different. So yeah, it's interesting.
Well, that's the thing, though. We're all here at the same time, but are we in the same dimension? Just because we can see each other doesn't necessarily mean my dimension's the same as your three, and vice versa.
All of us are just figments of ourselves anyway, in each other's dreams. So it's a crazy probably, right? I say this with certainty, like I fucking know. I don't know, but
yeah, I don't use the word dimension, because that's got other context.
It's a, you know, we need words to conceptualize shit. You know, we're trying to visualize and conceptualize, and we're using words that we have available to us until we replace them with better. It's just fascinating how this all works, guys. But it's all a mind fuck, but it doesn't like have to be a horrible one. You get this, and somebody said it earlier in the chat that it's it doesn't sound easy, and you're right, it's not easy at first. It's very simple though in concept, which is why it's tricky to, number one, believe or to empower yourself by thinking that this is all there is to it. Yeah, that's all there is to it, dude. But you just have to know and believe in yourself, which is the real process. Okay, it's not a process. You're flexing a spiritual muscle when you do all of this. It's got nothing to do with the paperwork. It's got nothing to do with it. It's flexing a spiritual muscle, just like you do in the shit with the freezer. Yeah. Again, like Don's talking about the power of words. You know, Nakamoto talks about this. Veda Austin talks about this with water and intent. And you're putting that in there. It's captured in a moment and alters the structure of that physically. We can go off on about how much composition you are of that, but your words literally are shaping the toroidal field around you, probably. That is then spitting back the reality that you interface with. And you have a lot of options with which reality to interface with, and you choose them based on your RAS, your reticular activating system. It curates your reality. So all you have to do is see what you've been paying attention to, which is your first step. That one's tricky. Energy allocation and inventory was the first thing. Where was my attention going? What was I paying attention to? And you don't have to go fucking anal on it, but just be mindful and sit there and go, holy shit, I've been scrolling for how long? Or holy shit, I've been doing this, or holy shit, I've been saying I'm going to clean that out, but I haven't. I'm going to go ahead and do that, or I'm going to donate those clothes. Like, these actionable things are that third catalyst, but it gets things in motion. Yes. One of the other things that breaks up stagnancy too is doing something nice for somebody else. That's it. If you got somebody else around you that needs help, do something nice for them. It's going to free up energy in your life. There are all sorts of ways to move forward, but Andy, again, with your health regimen, what we recommend with this is some activity, which is motion, motion in energy in motion. So a physical component to this realm is so important, guys, because depression, all of these things get numbed out due to the fact that we have energy flowing through us constantly that folks just maybe don't necessarily have a good channel for. Sit down and do push-ups. If you start to feel that anxious energy, sit down and just do fucking as many push-ups as you can. Lay on the back until you catch your breath again. Okay, like these small little things to move energy around. Do some Tai Chi. Do some movement. It's key. These computers and things are nice, but I always end my sessions by going, guys, let's go outside. I need some fresh air. I need to get feet in grass, right? So it's important to find the harmony between all this shit. But really, it's about choosing your distractions, guys, and being very mindful of your words. And Dawn, I know that you asked in the chat if we had some actionable examples of that, and I would love to give some whenever y'all want. Nicole, what were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, I was about to add something else. So when it's just something that I learned fairly recently. You talk about, you know, when we get all stressed out or whatever. If you look at an animal that's just been chased, like a deer or whatever that's been chased, when it if it escapes, gets free, then once it's kind of, you know, knows it's out of danger, it will do a really big shake, you know, it'll really sort of shake, and then it'll just get up and carry on with its life. Now, we don't process those fears and anxieties, and we end up holding on to that. So if you're feeling like under stress or whatever, you know, it's just something else to do. And I've started doing it sometimes. If you just kind of do all that, you know, you actually just shake.
Taylor Swift.
It's amazing.
Shake it off.
Well, yeah, I've no idea who whatever she is. I just don't do any of that stuff. However, it's no, that and it really works. It actually, you know, if you're just starting to get yourself into a stressed out space or whatever, just move aside and do that. It really just settles your, I say nervous system, but it settles you down, and then you're not holding on, because the more you hold on to it, the tighter everything gets and the worse everything gets. So it's just one way of releasing it, and then you can just move.
It's like a minor reset.
Yeah.
You got to have it. A pattern interruption. You got to do it.
Yeah, totally.
This chat is just swimming with amazing fucking wisdom here. Hillbilly Herb, first of all, get your back up off the wall. Tell me, he had a fucking dope ass song lyric from a funk song. I'm a sucker for funk, by the way. That's my nickname in Houston's B-Funk because of it. All right, interesting freezer trick. I love this. Call someone they can't physically. It is absolutely mental and physical. So the mental translates to emotion. The emotion needs to get out. This is what movies are great at. They move energy. Now, if you extrapolate that, because all things are scalable, the movies that you see on your screen are not isolated there. They are out among you all the time. They broadcast them on something called the news, but it's still just a goddamn movie. Now, the fascinating part is how the movie has altered itself so much because people still think that it's real, that it needs to shift because it's ready to fucking move on too. If you look at The Matrix, okay, what happened when Mr. Smith has Morpheus in the room by himself? He takes his glasses off. He takes his earpiece out. He's no longer connected to the system. He is as real as he can be. He's looking at Morpheus, and what does he say to him? He wants out. He hates the smell. He hates the fucking shit. They're working just that we're battling, that some people feel like they're battling against, is working just as hard for us to figure our shit out and to create, based on what they've inspired, the third creation thing, because they're inspiring as fuck, guys. You got to give it to them. They've got all the fucking inspirations. It's all over the place. Look, you take from that and you create better. You create better education, better schools, better government. If you want government at all, you maybe think that it sucks. You have something better that you're created from the bullshit. They don't want to do this anymore either. It's a catalyst thing. Like the other part of the epoxy doesn't get pissed off and emotional about the other part of the epoxy needing to come together to make the third thing. That's what's going on here. It's a big energetic that. And so to remove your emotion from the thing that wants to suck it from you, like a Dementor in Harry Potter, use your word as your wand, disoblige that bullshit, and create what you want to see. That's it. It is simple. It is not, it may not be easy, but it's very, very, very simple. It's, where is my energy going? Do I want it to go there? Everything in this universe is asking you two questions. We've gone over this. Who are you? Are you sure? That's it. Are you free? Yeah. Are you sure? And then you'll go, oh, IRS. Oh, yeah, you're free. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. What do you think about the IRS? Oh, God, IRS. Okay. Are you sure? Then you're not. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all it is. And nobody's a bully. Yeah. Nobody's out to get you. It's out to inspire you to be better and to create better. And again, just like the IRS, you change your relationship with the realm like that, you upend this bitch, man, and you fucking, I'm the captain now. You really do. You embody this shit, and it's a different game. It's a different goddamn game, man.
Yep. I totally get this. Totally get it. It's been too long since we've done this.
I know, and the time always goes so quick.
Gap. I know. We have got 12 minutes left ish, unless we get someone downstairs.
Like, I was telling them in the like, there's some changes coming in my world, guys, and I thank y'all for all things. All things are fucking awesome, exceptional in all ways. I'm not able to announce what that is yet, but it's incredible. There are some changes going to be made, so it's going to be a while before we can do another one of these. But just know that it's awesome, and you will hear from me. You will hear from me, and that I love you all, and that really these have meant more to me than honestly anything I've done over this, because it's just such a cool group. It's always a beautiful chat. Everybody here feels like part of the conversation, which I love. Shelly, Bigfoot Dwarf, Daryl, Hillbilly, Herb. I know you and I would fucking hang out, dude. Got Daryl. I mean, I'm just scrolling here, but everybody is so grandfathers. Dominatrix. Sean.
Dominator. He said, stop calling him Dominatrix.
Dominator 42.
Is it Todd and Carmilla or Carmella? I bet it's
Carmella.
Okay, fair enough.
The Cocos.
Make an L. Okay. Y sound. Okay. Everybody's just so fucking cool here. You're just awesome. We can chill more. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to get out of here. Donnie, you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. You got a hot date tonight or anything you're missing? Are we keeping you from anything?
Me. Oh, Don.
Whoever, y'all. What's up?
No.
I don't judge. What's up?
I'm just waiting for summoning from downstairs to say, how long are you going to be now? But
all right, anyway. let's do some
over there.
Let's do some examples, some empowering examples. Dawn, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get okay. So we already went over busy and productive. Nicole, you threw that one out. Why does that matter to you? Why do you find that important?
I don't know. It just really stuck with me because I do feel like I'm busy all the time, and I try to think of it now, like reframe that. It's good to be busy because it's productive. It's getting things done. It's good to be booked up.
You're creating with intent, the correct intent. We spoke about this so much, and we always we refer to this like intent and busy, probably more than any other conversation we've ever had on here. We do though.
So you've talked about that you'd prefer productive over.
Even when me and Nicole were just talking, whether it's voice chats when we met up. You had a telephone call, just stuff to do with the channel and where it's going and features and new content and all that. We always say we have to do it with the correct intentions, and it's good to be proactive because we're producing, we're creating new energy,
and insights. Yeah.
What's vibration? Your word is in the Bible. It's all right there. You know, it sound created this bitch, created the light.
Frequency.
Let there be
light.
light.
Use frequency a lot.
Let there be light, and then words echoed past. He said, let there be light. And I've had this fucking trippy ass feeling. I think I was on psychedelics, but I thought that I went into the void. And then I thought that I was God and that I needed to create the universe by demanding that light present itself. And so the only thing that came to mind was let there be light. And then reality came back. It was fucking weird, dude. So you might be God saying, let there be light. The code for you to restart reality is in this reality. And you already know it. Anyway, but if you look at the literal term abracadabra, it literally translates. Anybody?
As I speak, so I create.
There you go. As I speak, I create. And what the magicians abracadabra. It means as I speak.
We're a good double act, aren't we, Brandon?
Yes, you're fucking awesome, Dawn. I love this. You can tell we speak quite often, right? She can tell she's been like, Dawn, this is how things are. And I'm out there with joint after joint, just talking to her on the porch, on the veranda, as I like to call it. Anyway, so yeah, let's give another one. So productive for busy. If you guys are keeping track at home, you can write these out, maybe with a column. Productive and busy, we put busy on one side where we go, that's the one that has been keeping you in a former vibration. We're going to liberate you from that by replacing that frequency in your realm with something fresh and new and empowering in the inverse direction, yet still grammatically correct. Okay, that is my promise to you guys. Okay, so we've got busy and productive, right? Anybody else want to throw out another one?
Understanding and innerstanding.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. All right. Understanding on the shit side, because if you break up, it's a compound of two words. Under, meaning to stand underneath or beneath something. And stand is to stand under an authority as well. It has many different breakdowns. We have like stacks of definitions that we go through with this kind of shit. So once combining those two things, we stand under authority is what you mean whenever you say that. That's a huge one. Now, do you feel like you understand whenever you stand under, whenever you're speaking to someone? If somebody goes, do you understand? Do you understand me? That means, do you bow to my authority? Are you beneath me in this way energetically? And would you accept and you take that on? That's what's called a contract. And this whole realm is built on contracts. We hear this from the freaky woo-woo movement as well, that you signed a soul contract to come down here. And I honestly, now I kind of believe it because everything's fucking contractual. So I'm seeing that as a real reality here. So the more I get into this, right? So that's a great one. Now, understand is something that it's in this book, actually, Word Magic. I highly recommend it. But also it's a concept that Jim Gale hit me to. Have you guys heard of Jim Gale with Food Forest Abundance? I know you have, Dawn. Okay, he talked, that's his thing. And it rang a bell in me. I go, man, it was weird, but in a way that I liked. I was like, man, why does he say that? I asked him and he said this exact thing. He goes, well, because I don't stand under anybody. And I was like, ooh. It was so simple. It was so easy. And I got it. I was like, got it. Now, judicially, this understanding is very important. If you are before a judge or you are before a cop or something like this, if you ever find yourself in that, which there's no fear in this movement projected from that. But what I'm saying is, if you find yourself in that position, the way to empower yourself is by, when asked, do you understand? You say, no, I don't. Because what they're meaning is not, do you comprehend, which what you've been taught that word means for a reason. You've been trained to think that that's what that word means, is how I'll put it. What it really means is you now accept that you're under the jurisdiction of me and I can do what I want with you. That's what they hear, and that's what's written in the word, okay? So when you guys are using words that you don't understand, you are casting spells and allowing people to have jurisdiction over you. This is why getting out of the IRS is so easy. I had a 14-page affidavit that Tam, Level Plane Poem, in the chat there, she helped me craft this thing and held me by the hand with it. And it was a 14-page affidavit, and I'm done. It's done. It was done. It's been almost a year. So it's paperwork, guys. That's it. And now it's off my mind. I know that I'm not considered a taxpayer by the IRS anymore, because I know that the game is being played, and they know that I've stood up and said I'm not playing the game, and they go, yes, daddy. That's it. It's the equivalent of daddy. You simply state it. Okay, so understand. Let's move on, because I can just diarrhea the mouth. You guys know this. All right, so you understand something is to comprehend it at a deep internal level without compromising authority. You're still saying on equal playing field with everybody, because we're all one, guys. There's nobody better than anybody here. If Jesus said anything, it's like that. All right, there's no better than or anything. We're all fucking beautiful, man, and we're all awesome. We're all gods and goddesses and kings and queens. Just know that. Okay. Summons. Hang on, let me get a few more, and then I'll get this one in here, because I haven't thought about this one. But summons, is to bring about, to be summoned forth. That's also in the jurisdictional term. That means to present your energy before. That's I would think what do they call that? Something to performance. It's a performance obligation to perform. That's what that is. There's a summons. That means you're obligated to perform an action. But let's give a couple more practical examples for every day that everybody's doing. Guilt and shame. Yes, get rid of those. They're gone. That's mostly Catholic. I'm going to guess. Hillbilly, that's a big thing with Catholics. Mucho gusto, amigo. But guilt and shame can be gone. Those can be thrown out immediately. That's something you've got to take that on and take it. Okay. Another great one is sorry. Let's go over that one. So sorry is you're going to see people bumped into. It's a lot of boomers, by the way. No offense on you. You're not in that group, by the way. I don't consider you that. I see her as 5 years old. The 5-year-old shooting fucking fireworks off barefoot in your sundress out here with me 4th of July 2 years ago. That's who I see. And you're both of our 5-year-olds were just having a blast. Anyway, so the word sorry is a big one. This is a cuss word in our house. We do not use it. I have fucking bailed on it a lot. The only time I will use it is to explain that I don't use it. Here's why. So sorry is a verb. That's a disposition. That's a state. That is a state that you have decided that you are. Now, whenever you throw am and I'm in front of it, like Dawn was saying earlier, I'm the S word. You really fucking lock it in, don't you? Now, with the universe and your subconscious here is because here's the other thing, guys. If you're creating from all of this, you got to know how you're creating. Your subconscious sees 2 things. It does not know that anybody else exists, and it does not get sarcasm. So whenever you say, I'm this, it goes, check, got it. Enact protocol that, and it goes for it. And it embodies, it attracts, it emulates, it empowers through that's its state. That's a verb. You're deciding it, therefore it must be, because your word is everything. You decide this bitch. So again, once you learn this, you're like, oh shit, I've been chains I don't need. So that's a big one. So apologizing is fine. If you have done something wrong, someone bumped into somebody and feel that that's a habitual thing that you need to articulate, or, whatever, or apologize. Okay, I apologize. That one's an easy one, right? This is an easy one to swap out. The S word is a state. It's a disposition, and it also shows that it's subservient authority under. It's right there with understand with me. And just fucking throw it in the garbage. These, again, don't expect to do this overnight. Okay, I'm throwing out a list that may take you a minute, and that's okay. What's another one? So we've got sorry. Sick is another one. Ooh, this is great. Yes. So dominate. This is the one that I was saying earlier that I'm working on. So I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna come back to morning. That was beautiful. Okay, sick is another cuss word in our house. We have 2 cuss words: sick and sorry. The sick word is, again, I'm blah. Okay, so therefore we could see the disposition, right? You're casting that spell. You're saying, I therefore am. This state exists, and I'm going to wear it like a coat. Now, what you may say, and how we look at it in our home, is that you're purging. hey, I'm purging, I'm going to be out for a while. It's coming out of all holes. We got a good purge going, and that's just what it is, and it happens. You might notice as well that we just build up toxins throughout the year and purge. Andy, you may have had some green apple splatters going through your dietary changes recently, and that's okay. So you kind of get in this state of being able to flow and change, and it's okay. All right. So sick and purging are another one. Throw that on your list, gang, if we're keeping track. Okay. Morning. Let's go over that.
Before we do that, there is somebody who's just used the S word to me, and I'm not totally sure what she is.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
There was something about, there was a message or something you wanted to ask, and I'm not sure what that was.
And look how it starts. So
yes, that's what I said. Yes, straight away into the S word. So
good, hold on. Good catch.
I'm not sure what that. What your original question was, because you, Shelley was asking, wanted to ask a question, but I don't know what that was.
Well, if I may, sorry,
yeah, sure.
To being and no, you're not. Strange for you is fine. That's okay. That's where you're at, and we're here to talk about it. This is a safe place to learn and judge. If you're rattled, that's beautiful. That's the gift. Okay, right there. That's a gift in disguise, and that's all you have to do. Show me the gift, and it will present itself to you, because you've gotten yourself in a state where you can offer your attention to a gift rather than a threat. This is key. Okay, your nervous system tells it when it can present itself as the gift. All right, it sticks to me. Okay, right there. It sticks to me. Boom. That's a statement. Sure, it does, darling. You just decided that it did. Number 2, exactly. I'm really not a bad person. Okay, again. If we follow the concept of subconscious, all you said there was I'm and bad person. That's what it heard. It didn't get really not, because it doesn't get satire. It doesn't get nots and uns and withouts and all that. It takes you at your word, every word. So I'm really not a bad person. And then number 2, a person is a legal fiction. It's an entity. I'm like a tossed salad sometimes. Okay, all things from all directions. Shelley, I'm going to take a swing that you've got Pisces in your chart. And then I'm also going to say that if you, do you see the I'm, and then the statements that follow? Let's go to the last one. I'm just like a tossed salad sometimes. I toss in all directions. Okay, then that turbulence is what you are inviting in, because you've just stated that you are that. So therefore that turbulence must continue, because you've decided that you are. If the turbulence stops, what will you decide that you are? Do you see what I'm saying? You've got to attach to all this shit. So the statement that you just said right there, I'd amend it. Like, let's look at it. Let's, edit this thing, Shelley. I love you. Let's do this together. Love you so much. Let's do this. All right. Lady stressed and small distress. Okay. So that's it. Just, take a look at the statements that you're saying and the things that you feel you do, but then think about why you feel them. Gemini, there you go. Do you have Pisces in your moon or sun or moon or rising or anything? She got Pisces in there somewhere. She got an air sign in there somewhere.
I'm looking at her previous message, and I'm not really sure what that's. There's a lady who is stressing a small dress to draw. Oh, I've lost it now. Okay.
And there you go, Hillbilly Herb. The universe does not hear reverse negatives. If you wish not to get sick, you're asking to get sick. Wish for health. There we go. And now I'll do you one better, buddy. Don't wish for shit. Thank it in advance for appearing. This is the part I'm at. Here's another one that my wife and I do. This is a great example. God, I love this guy.
We've got 1 minute to go.
All right. So, okay, a big one. We're going to do morning. We're going to do morning again, because don't think I forgot about that, because that one's on my mind too. Okay, look. Wishing for shit is a state of being. Wishing is looking for. If you say, like, I'm going to look for this book, yes, you are going to go look for the book. You will not probably find it, because that's not what you declared would occur. You chose to have the adventure of looking for, because you decided that it should be. If you are wishing for something, same result. You're going to achieve the desire of wanting, but not, and wanting's another one. It's in that same category. Wishing, wanting, synonymous. You are going to achieve enjoy the energetic signature of desire, but not achieve. Okay. So this is where we get down to it. You sit there and you say, holy shit, it's in words. And these words are programmed into you guys. This is the thing. Once you really see again that it's all programmed in, it's huge. Okay. So that's a big one. It is not speaking double negatives. The thing my wife and I do, we don't say be safe. What do we say instead, Dawn?
Thank you for being safe.
Goddamn right. Because
I've been doing that a lot. Yes, I say that to people as well and explain it to them. It's catching on.
I like that.
Sorry,
one.
guys.
Supposes it's already happened. Think of your mom whenever you were young, and she goes, "Don't fall out of that tree and break your arm." How many people fell out of their trees and broke arms?
And then she said, "I told you so."
Okay, but think about that. But now let's back up and think about the real energetic implications of that. Rather, if she has said, "Thank you for being safe," no matter what you do, it presupposes that you're safe. It doesn't limit your play, and it knows that you're going to come back fine. This is the world. This is the state. You're casting it. And the people, oh, well, this just happens. It happened because you said it. There's a chicken egg situation going on, and there's ownership that's got to happen first, guys. And it's in your speech. It's huge. It's fucking huge. And it is all up to you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's fucking coming to save you. Andy's giving me this, but I'm going to say, I love you guys. I'm not going to stop. You can never stop me. No.
You cannot silence Brandon.
I
would love to go on for the rest of the evening, but
y'all are awesome. Oh, morning, AM or good day. Like if you're acknowledging somebody, instead of saying good morning, say good day. That's an Australian thing, and I love that. And then if you're talking about the time period, like 7 in the morning, say 7 a.m. Okay. Yes. This is one that I'm working on too, because morning, yes, it implies that you are at a wake at a funeral. When you wake in the morning, you're at a wake at a funeral morning. You go to the work week, you get weakened by your work week, you get on the weekend. And you see it? Do you see it? It's all there. So start to see them, replace them, get the word magic book. I love y'all.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Your face, Andy.
So freaking quick.
I love yours too. I can't believe I've had to gong.
You don't have to go, Andy. What do you have? Do you have to take a shit or something? You can do that. We can keep talking.
Yeah,
I would, but people need to go to bed. My bed is here.
Oh, I see.
Literally, that's the edge of the bed. That's where my feet go.
Grab your camera and just lay in bed, and we'll sing you.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, hey, we love y'all. Thank you so much. This was awesome.
No, thank you.
As usual. I hope it's not too long before we can do this again.
You know, and this is I love you. And I'm going to say, Hillbilly Rub, I avoid mornings. Now I get why. Exactly. Okay. Because there's this energetic association to it. But you change the energetic association label, you change the whole fucking relationship to it. And you get to decide that. It's awesome. You just free yourself from it. You don't have to abstain from shit. Just change your speech. That's it. Because it's energetic. It's music. God, I love it all. This was fun. Thank you.
So thank you.
Brandon and Dawn.
Free yourself, damn it.
So thank you. Sorry, I've got to end it now. I would love to carry on all night.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, you're good.
Just call me Tommy because I've got a birthday party tomorrow. Again.
I have the Hollow Paranormal Convention tomorrow.
Hey.
So we are going to be coming back on. So Nicole's going to come on. She's going to be speaking with Frankie, Anthony, Ron, Bardes. I've got a couple of things that I want to cover as well, but we're only doing like 15-20 minutes. And so Fridays are back. I've actually missed doing Fridays. So Fridays are permanently back. There might be the odd one here and there that we're not going to do. But Wednesday and Friday, literally every week, because of the amount of content that we've got that we need to get covered in. Yeah, so it's not just Wednesdays anymore. It's back to the beginning, but in a good way.
Do you mind real quick? Shelly asked a real question here. One question, please, Andy. Is it possible my ancestors on both sides are using me for some reason? I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Yes, but not in the way you think. So your ancestors had you so that you would be the light bringer that came now. They do not have a narration over your life. They are hoping constantly for you and rooting you on that you are the one that they bred to bring here and that they sacrificed and all of that for, so that you would be the one to shine the light here now. So your job, Shelly, is only to shine the light. And the more you do that, the greater connection you will have to your ancestors. I can tell you that for sure. I feel my grandma smile at me when I make certain decisions or when I say certain things. I feel it. I feel my grandfather, whose belt buckle I still wear. I feel it. Okay, so that is how you live on through them, is by allowing them to see that what they did was to create the brightest spark they could have possibly created for right now, that disobliges the nonsense and creates the new reality of confidence and love. I love you guys. This was great. I just wanted to, she had it in all caps. I wanted to make sure we covered.
Yeah, that's all good. Right, so thank you, Don, thank you, Brandon, thank you, everyone in the chat, thank you, whoever the person was that got us up to 1,800 subscribers. So we're still at it. Thank you to the 100+ people that are actually viewing the show right now. You can listen back on Apple, Spotify, Audible, and whatever podcast platform you actually use. So even if it's YouTube. So yeah, we are back every Wednesday and every Friday, Nicole.
Almost every Friday.
Every Friday.
I told you that wasn't going to last.
Every is a spell, by the way.
I told you.
Let me hit it real quick, because here we are. Every is a spell that you are casting, a commitment to yourself. Now, the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. You've got to be able to trust yourself. At your word.
100%.
So if you are saying things and then your body knows that you're not going to do it, or you're casting impossible spells.
No.
Every is a fucking thing. But
to say everything, all, nothing, everybody.
Remove those. Yeah.
I can say firmly, I never trust Andy when he says, "Oh, we're going to give up Wednesdays. We're going to give up Fridays. We'll always do that."
We did, but we did give it up for a reason.
I've got this here. But Nicole, when you say I never trust Andy, your subconscious just heard that and stopped.
I never trust when Andy says.
I get it. I'm just saying our words cast some shit. Know the energetic components, the weight that they carry. I love you guys. And Shelly, yeah, it's Hillbilly for sure. Shine. Everybody shine. Shelly, it's only going to get fucking stranger, dude, guys. This is not going to get saner. I'll tell you that. This is why it's going to get noisier. It's going to get louder. It's going to attempt to offer you an opportunity to offer you your attention to it, because it is starving out. Folks like me are starving it in mass. And so it's getting louder. There's an energetic balance here, but its job is to get louder, to push us into that final element of creation. Know that confidently, bottom of your heart. You know what I'm saying is true. There's nothing to fear here.
Yeah.
Your fear is just giving up. Don't give up.
Anyway.
Tonight. All right. We're playing the music. Play us off.
So thank you, Brandon, thank you, Don, thank you, everyone, thank you. Just thank you. Positive energy. Don't overthink. Don't panic. Don't get stressed out. Do what you want to do because you want to do it. That's it. And it's better to be proactive than dead, apparently.
And the only thing that's going to get you in this realm is the rhythm. Remember that. The rhythm will get you.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get you. Said Gloria Estefan. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.